Welcome to Unqualified Experts, where the questions get wild on sight. Zia's got zero credentials, but she'll try to fix your life.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Unqualified Experts. We are here to give our advice to the internet, but I am not alone today. I am joined by the lovely, the hilarious, the, as she says, and I absolutely love it, pisses people off, Forest Mommy.
Hello. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm very excited. And then we also have to the right? Am I right? No, left. My left.
Your left.
On the other side. Who also pisses people off. I love it. All your stuff started showing up since I messaged you. I think X was like, "Oh, you do follow this. Like, you talk to this person," and they started showing me all your posts, and it's kind of my favorite thing.
Oh shit!
Verbal Riot, because they never show me anyone I'm following ever for some reason,
Oh,
and
that's
then
pretty funny.
it's so annoying.
It's bad.
No, I
It's
think
so
most
bad.
platforms go out of their way to hide me. So
They're doing it on purpose. But once I talk to you, they're like, "Oh, you know this guy? Okay, we'll show you his stuff."
yeah, exactly.
Verbal Riot, thank you so much for joining.
Of course. I get to spend my Friday night with two gorgeous women. It doesn't get any
I
better
know we
than this.
put him
Right
in the
here.
middle. We should put him in the middle of the two blondes.
Maybe you want to put Verbal Riot in the middle?
No, that goes to Zia.
No, I don't mind. I like this. I like it. There we
Oh,
go.
geez.
It's opposite Oreo. It's opposite of Orta, like the
Someone-
blondie Oreo. But
Blondie Oreo.
I don't think they
Chocolate
make
in the
any.
middle.
Do they make that where it's like vanilla cookies and chocolate in the middle? I don't know.
I think they do.
I don't
They
know, but I'm pretty
should.
sure I've seen an episode of Blacked that started this way. So
I've already saw the jokes in the comment. I think someone said 007 save some for the rest of us or something like that. That made me laugh. That one was so funny. Hello, heathens in the chat. Thank you guys so much for coming to spend your Friday night with us. You guys are all amazing. Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. Before we get started, I do want to thank we're at 40 of the way to bikini, 350, I want to say. 702 from Backhand. Backhand is in Australia, and his dollar is getting strong. I'm impressed. 702. Hi, Zia. Hi, Forest Mommy. Hi, Verbal. Love and hugs and like 10 tards. So many tards. Thank you, Backhand, so much for the love, the hugs, and all the tards. Franklin with 2298, evening things up perfectly. Good evening, Muscle Mommy. Thank you. Forest Mommy and Dante Daddy. So nice to see you all. Have a wonderful show.
thank you very much.
I love it. Thank you so much, Franklin. That was perfect. And RJP with a golden boy. Good evening, gorgeous, delightful, and adorable Shah. When I say you are the loveliest, I don't just mean your looks. I'm also referring to your lovely and sweet personality that makes you just the most wonderful person. Lots of love. It's been such a long week. That was so nice. Thank you so much. And huge, massive thank you. RJP, thank you so much. And Blood of Heroes just gifted 20 freaking memberships in the chat. That is 20 new heathens that we have added to the heathen army. Holy crap. James Evans got a gifted membership. James, how excited are you? Blood of Heroes we got to 666 members, you guys.
Wow, that is
I
actually
know.
very damn good.
Right? And then we passed it. So now we're not on it anymore, but we were determined to get there. Blood of Heroes, you're incredible.
No more demon stuff.
No more what?
demon stuff.
No more demon stuff.
Demon stuff if it's 666.
It's the heathen number. It's the number of the beast. I love that. I love that song. Thank you so very, 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 very much, Blood of Heroes. Holy crap. Okay. Insane. I could spend all stream thanking these beautiful heathens. But we're gonna get started on giving the internet some advice. And This first one is just titled My Fish. So I don't get to see any of this before I read it. This is Nick just does all the prep and he gets really mad if I, not really mad, but he's like, stop reading it. so he just wants it to be a surprise. So I don't know. Hell yeah, Remy, number of the breast. Fuck yeah. Sorry. All right. So my boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Everything has been relatively good. Recently, my boyfriend has been getting jealous that I talk more to my fish after work than him. This is not where I thought this was going to go.
At all.
No.
Like at all.
I thought it was going to be like I wanted to get rid of the fish because they're too expensive. I don't know, something. I've had the fish longer than we've been together, and I always talk to my fish after work. Talking to fish is literally just a way I decompress after work. I just rant to my fish about things that happen throughout the day. Usually it's stuff my boyfriend doesn't want to hear. Usually it's just a 15 to 20-minute one-sided conversation. Over the last 2 weeks, he's gotten annoyed that immediately after getting home, I usually stand in front of the fish tank and mostly rant. Today, I decided that instead of ranting to my fish, just to sit on the couch and rant to him, and he mostly ignored me and watched TV. All right, I thought she was weird at first, but if she needs to get it out and he's ignoring her, I don't know. Let her talk to her fish. Weird.
Or maybe she's trying to like flip it because usually men come home and men need that like decompression time more than women. That's just how it is. It's not misogynistic. It's just how it is. But like, so maybe she's trying to like flip it on him though. But fish are actually very cool.
I like fish.
I get.
But also, guys, what's the lose here? Because
I don't know.
She's venting to the fish, not to you, right?
Yeah.
Like she's dumping her emotions on the fish, not to you.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What are you complaining about?
You're watching whatever, and the dude can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's because she at the end it says she would do it to him and he doesn't care. Yeah, because you guys like there's that moment of decompression you guys both need.
Yeah, you need to like chill for a second before you come back together. So she goes on to say he doesn't want to listen to me after work or want me talking to my fish. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I will also say our relationship has been fine the past 2 weeks, other than him getting upset about me talking to the fish. We still talk to each other about other stuff. He just doesn't want to hear about my workday, and I don't blame him. What should I do? This is so weird. I honestly don't really understand why he's upset about her talking to her fish. It's a little weird, but I don't know if I would be upset
you right
about
now,
it.
as a man, I have no idea what this guy is talking about. Like,
thank God we have a
if
man
my
here.
woman wanted to vent to her fish, I would be like, okay, you do that, right? Like, what are you guys doing here, man?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he has something he wants to talk about, or like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, after both, like, I don't even know I live with a man half the time. You know what I mean? You know, like, but it's like maybe he just needs to talk about something, and he's jealous of the fish right now, or something. I don't know.
Maybe he thinks she's mentally ill. I just know, like, it's just weird because it's fish a little bit, but I know that people talk to their animals, like people talk to cats and dogs.
No, I'm telling you right now, as a man, there's no lose here. Like, dude, you have the best of both worlds. She's venting to her fish, right? That way she doesn't vent to you. So what are you talking about? Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't understand this. If my woman wants to vent to her fish, I'd be fine with that. If I had a woman right now, which I don't.
Okay, but I agree with you. Like, I 100% agree. Although this is like an
Verbal Riot needs a woman. Verbal Riot needs a woman. FYI to the chat.
So here's the thing. I don't have a woman. Okay.
You have women.
I have friends.
Oh, okay. I like where we're going with this.
And right now I'm okay with that, right? I just have friends and we're all good. So
I like it. I like it. You know what? Sometimes that can be less complicated.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. Now, here's the thing. I did used to be married at one point. I was married for 12 years. You know, we got divorced. And here's the funny thing. We still have a great relationship with each other, me and my ex. But yeah, I just right now I'm very single. I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. I'm not ready to jump into anything crazy. But I'm just saying, guys, here's the thing. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, okay? If your woman has a way to vent that's not to you directly, go with it. Just go with it, man. Like don't mess with her. Don't question her. Let her work it out. Because you get all the good parts. And the fish gets all the bad parts.
Fish in their
Right?
tankers, it's like, fuck this lady, dude. She never shuts up. She's always mad.
Yeah. But it's only to the fish.
That's
And hopefully
yeah.
that's in a different room than like where he's at after. Like it's probably in a totally different room, you know?
Yeah. He can sit and watch TV and decompress. She
Yes.
can decompress talking to her fish, and then they can come together and have a nice night.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know
The
what to tell
decompression's
guys.
important. That is important. That a lot of people like don't get relationships. Like that is important. When someone comes home from work, you have to kind of like
Yes. Oh my God, you are so
decompress.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You are so right. When I was married,
But people take it offense. People take offense to it. And it's like, no.
my
it's
ex would take it so
normal.
personal that I needed to just decompress before I interacted with her. And she didn't understand, like, this was a process, man. Like, if I could decompress, I would be able to give to her a little bit better.
Yes.
But she didn't understand that part. So
That's tough. Is that
Mhm.
one of the reasons why maybe you're get along great now that you're not together?
well, it's an issue of growth too, right? We
Yeah.
got married kind of young.
Yeah.
And you get older, you realize, oh, I was an asshole. Right?
There have been
Like,
a
you
few of
realize,
those
you have that
moments.
realization, like,
Yeah.
oh wait, I was kind of a dick, right? Like, you know what's weird? Like right now, as I am right now, I would be the perfect husband because I've learned so much.
Yeah.
And I've changed so much that I realize what it takes to be a good partner, right? But you need that growth. You need that that fucking up period.
And we're
Right?
getting
No,
old
no, I
now
mean, you
too,
really
where we
do.
just want companionship. Where companionship is important too.
Yes.
Like where
Well,
like,
also
we
you
can make
realize
this
how
stuff
selfish
work.
you are, right? And then it's like, okay, I shouldn't be this selfish, right? If I just put a little
Yeah.
effort in, our relationship would be great, right? But you learn that too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
they don't. That's one thing that always bummed me out, that they don't teach you. It says 100% something that you have to learn on your own. I wish that they taught you this kind of stuff in school a little bit more. They
Oh,
spent a
God,
little bit more on
yes.
life stuff in school instead of just here's how you do calculus. You're never going to use it. Enjoy. Like thanks, but I really wish they focused
And
on life
everyone's
stuff a
parents
little
got
bit more.
divorced. And everyone's
Yes.
parents got divorced for it. So like they never
Literally
learned from
everyone,
that,
because they never.
basically.
I actually talked about this with my therapist. She's like, they don't teach people how to be in relationships.
No.
They're teaching everybody, and look, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be single and spend time single and like be comfortable with yourself, so you're not being in a relationship just to be in a relationship.
Yes.
That being said, we're in this weird, it's an interesting time in life, and there's this big, and this is kind of what I personally disagree with. There's this big push to be so independent that you don't need your partner. And it's like, no, but as human beings, you actually do. You do need your partner. We are pack animals. We seek out coupling. We always have. And so to figure out how to do that in a healthy, correct way, you need to focus on that. Like you need to learn how to do that. Like we're not meant to be alone. That's just not how
I
we
don't
are
think
as
there's a way to
And they
people.
I don't think-
demonized it.
I don't think
Yes.
there's a way to learn to
Demonized
do that
it.
though. I think you have to learn by mistake. Like you have to
You
learn
do.
by just
Yeah.
doing it, man. Because honestly, if I weren't married before, like I wouldn't know all this stuff, right? Like right
Yeah.
now, I feel like if I were to marry me now, oh, it'd be like the best relationship ever because I've learned so many fucking lessons, right? But I wouldn't have learned those lessons if I didn't fuck up so much, right? Before. So
Oh,
yeah.
God. My nose is driving me crazy.
I was part of the generation where they started saying it's better to be where they were like demonizing being dependent on a man and all this. So I was on my own for the first 10 years of my adult life. It wasn't like specifically like I'm a feminist or anything. I just was. And then then I found a man who wanted to take care of me. And I was like, what the hell was I doing for those? Like what the hell was I? Why did I do that?
But also like to live with somebody, to live with another person, you're never prepared for that, man. Like that's not something that they can even teach you, right? Because if you live
you
on
see
your
each other's
own,
worst ugly.
Yes,
see each other's
you
worst
do.
ugly.
yeah, like you're not used to live with somebody. Like look, you could love somebody and be in love and all that, but it is great, right? But here's the thing: in real life, at some point, she's going to take a shit. Okay. I mean, no, really. I mean, guys, let's
the door
be real
open.
here.
With the door open.
With the door open, okay? And you gotta just like be okay with it, like you do.
She's gonna get sick. She's gonna puke. She might puke on you.
On
You
you,
know, like,
yes.
those things are going
My
to
wife
happen.
puked on me on
That's
my
the
honeymoon.
companionship.
Okay,
That's the
like
companionship level. I think a lot of people
we
lose. Like
we honeymooned in Vegas and not Vegas. I'm sorry. We honeymooned in Mexico. She puked on me, man. And you know what? This is our honeymoon. Okay, so guys, you just got to get.
Had you never been puked on before? Had you never been puked on?
No, never. That was my first time being
Hi,
puked
your
on
wife was your
ever.
first puke. Aw.
I didn't
How
mess with a lot.
old were you when you got married?
I didn't fuck around
How
with a
old
lot
were
of
you when
messy
you got
girls
married?
back in my day.
That's good. That's a good thing. How old were you when you got married? To your
I was 29 when I got married.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So youngish, not young, but youngish.
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
young, especially, you know, these days when people are like waiting longer to get married.
Yeah.
A couple of good points. Blood of Heroes says, no, you adapt with each other. And I have to agree because it's not everyone can pull this off, but hopefully you have somebody that you can figure out how to grow and adapt with. And yeah, the beginning part of your relationship might be rocky because you're fucking shit up and you don't have it figured out yet. But if you're both get to the point where you're like, okay, man, we really love each other, so we got to figure this out. We got to fix this. And you go and you do whatever it is you have to do. It's couples therapy. You work on your own shit and then you come together and work on your shit. 100%.
Just ignoring each other for hours. Just ignore each other for
Don't
hours.
talk to each other. Then,
But you know
where
what?
was
Though,
it?
honestly, though, like, and guys, hear me, guys who are watching this, hear me when I say this. You would be surprised how like putting just a little effort in, like real effort, can change your whole fucking relationship, man.
It's true.
Like I learned this lesson way too late after our marriage broke up, but just a little effort, man, and you'd be surprised like how responsive she'll be to you. So
Especially when
You were
it's
12 years? You were married 12
we were
years?
married
you said?
12 years, yeah.
How long were you together?
That's like a long time.
Oh, so we're together longer than that. So we're
Okay, yeah, I
together
figured.
like I'd say 5-6 years before that.
Okay.
So,
So,
we were
yeah, you
together
guys
for
were
6 years. Then we got married. We were married for 12 years. And you know, again, I think the reason why we're still able to be friends to this day, because we are very great friends right now, but it's also because we share a dog. We share custody of a dog. So
yeah.
my little wiener dog Harley, love her.
I love wiener
Today's her
dogs.
birthday, by the
They're
way.
so cute. Happy birthday,
Happy
Harley.
birthday.
Oh, she's such a cutie. That's my baby.
Wiener dogs are so cute. I love their stubby little legs.
Oh, it's just such adorable. But anyway, yeah, we were married for 12 years, and I think the reason why we were able to keep the friendship is because we were very good friends before we got married. Very good friends, but also I think because we never cheated on each other
That's
is
big too.
why we were also able to stay friends, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't break that trust. We didn't cheat on each other. By the time we were with other people, we were already separated, about to be divorced.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there was a lot in that, right? Like not cheating is a big deal.
Yes.
Guys.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Not
a
that it
big
needs
deal.
to be said, but it does. You would think it wouldn't, but it does. Hatebreed had a point in here too. And Hatebreed, I do have to agree with you on this as well, though. The whole counter argument is they don't want to rely on someone else and are worried about getting stuck in a bad relationship. And that can happen and that can sneak up on you very easily.
Sure.
You can think you think that it's hard to get into an abusive relationship. It's not. It's very easy. And they don't start abusive. They start amazing. And then it just starts as small things. And you're like, that's not great. But then they're still they're really sweet. And then they tell you that they love you and I'm so sorry I did that or I said that or whatever it is. And then it just gets worse and worse. And you end up in this weird cycle where you're fucking second guessing. You could be a really smart person. You're second guessing yourself. You're like, am I being crazy? Is that a big deal? And you're just in a completely shit controlling, abusive, horrible fucking relationship. And that absolutely happens. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have any independence. I'm not saying you should. I will always have a job and money coming in that I can support myself with. Just that's how I was raised by my dad. My mom died when I was very young. And that's the way I was raised. Like I've always been able to take care of myself. I think I always will be able to take care of myself.
Yeah, you don't have to be an idiot. When you're dependent, you don't have to be a total idiot.
Exactly. But that
it's nice
being
to be
said,
dependent. It's super nice.
yes, it's nice to have someone that can be supportive.
But also, there's a
you
lot
as
of
well.
misconceptions guys have, I think, like going into marriage. I think especially like you think you know what a wife should be. And it's like, guys, at the end of the day, remember, you're marrying a human being, right?
Yes,
You're marrying
she's
a person. this weird ideal you have of what a wife should be is probably not. It's probably something constructed, if I'm being honest with you.
Mhm.
She's a person, right? And believe it or not, she probably thinks the same things you think, but you put her in this weird category where she's over here. You know what? It's kind of why it's like why guys cheat, right? They cheat because they think their wife wouldn't be okay with some of their kinks, right? But you'd be surprised if you just communicate with your woman kind of what you really want and have an
Madonna
honest
whore
conversation.
thing. The Madonna whore
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
That's
no.
a real
They
thing,
they
too.
might be down or they might not be down, but at least you'll have it out there and it's honest, right? That most men fuck around because they think they can't communicate with their wife, and that's totally wrong. Which
Yeah.
again, I learned the
Well,
hard
they're
way.
raising, and that's the whole thing too. Is like they'll hook up or they'll get married early, and usually the man has played around a little bit, but the woman hasn't because
Right.
you want, and the woman just wants to have babies and security, and that's what happens. And then like things change in life for women too.
Yeah.
Where like early on they're maybe not as open to things, but then later on they're like, the kids are raised. I'm horny now, like actually horny. You know what I mean? Like things
Yeah.
change and it's hard to.
Absolutely.
Sexual stuff is so hard though. It is so like, especially in our day and
Yes.
age too.
Ebbs
like,
and
it's so hard.
flows too. Like, and you
And,
have to.
yeah, ebbs and flows.
It's not always going to
Yeah,
be. It's okay. It's
You have
okay to
kids, you're
be.
raising kids. It's important. Like this is important time right now. Maybe things aren't going to be like the most that, but after
Yeah.
that, like
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, honesty is the most important thing. Right? If you were
honestly.
honest with your partner, man. And guys, I'm not saying this to be like, I'm not saying this shit to be like, I'm not simping, okay? I know a lot of you guys, you follow Andrew Tate and all these dumb fucks, right?
so
in the
stupid.
manosphere and the red pill
Red
community.
pill.
Please don't listen to these guys.
They're
Please don't.
very dumb.
No, look, at the end of the day, man, like have the uncomfortable conversations.
Mhm.
Right? Have them with your woman, and you'd be surprised how she will respond to that.
Yeah.
That's
It's
it.
true.
Have
And you know
those
what?
conversations.
There's the other thing too. Sometimes you're just with, I don't want to say the wrong person, but just a person, and I don't even necessarily want to say a shitty person, just a person that is refusing to do the work it takes to be in a relationship. Sometimes people they aren't there, and that's okay, and that's when you do have to walk away. So if you do go to someone and you're trying to be open with them and they legitimately say to you, yeah, I'm judging you because that does happen. Like people will, you come and you share your kink and it's kind of a scary moment, and then they're like, oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's a horrible feeling. That's probably not a person you actually really
Or
want to
even
spend
just
your life
sex
with.
half the time. Like think of all these people who get married, like they are expected to be monogamous, but
Mhm.
the other person doesn't put out at all or doesn't even try. Like that's a vow. That's a vow breaking thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Look, I have nothing but love for my ex, but there was a time where, and I don't know if she got advice from her friends about this. I don't know what it was, but
Probably
but-
never let your
no,
women
but
have
really-
friends. Never let
but
Definitely don't talk to them about
no, but
this
we
stuff.
went through a period where she withheld sex, right?
Oh, well.
And I had to sit her down and tell her, like,
Not
look, you are married to a guy who gets invitations to the fucking Playboy Mansion, right? Like, we can't be doing this shit. You can't be like,
if you don't enjoy it, you don't enjoy it.
you can't be
like, you
withholding
have to-
sex when
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I have options. Like I really do. So
Especially as
and I
men
had-
get old, other women, the women who do this, I'm like, y'all, men get old and they slow the hell down. Do not withhold sex from them.
No,
Because you
I
get
had to have that
old.
conversation with her. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but you cannot withhold sex as a weapon, right? You can't use that as a weapon
So
when
manipulative.
you're married to a guy who's literally in the film industry and has options. So, like, guys, again, this is what I mean by be honest. Be very upfront with your woman, man, because a lot of times it's just a miscommunication thing. But withholding sex is the worst thing that you could ever do in your relationship. Like it just is.
A lot
Like,
of
and don't get
women
me
don't.
wrong, I
A
get
lot
it.
of women don't like understand it or don't like. A lot of women just like I said, it's different. Like early on, women want to get pregnant and security, like that's our natural thing, right? But we're all in a
Yeah.
weird world right now. But like that's natural.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, it just changes without like throughout. That's why I like swingers are old people, right? Like it's all,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
it's true. They are. They're always middle
they're
aged
done with
or older.
kids, and now the woman's like, oh, I actually like sex. It's not just to get, you know, there's just different things in life, and people have to.
Guys,
like,
she's not wrong about that.
It's
Actually,
true. It's true.
it's so true.
Yeah, you find out, and it's always, I love the memes. They always crack me up. Because I've met a couple of people, like I have a couple friends who are in like open situations, but I've never met like full on swingers. But from what I understand, the girl always looks really great and the guy not so much. And there's a lot of memes surrounding that where you're like, the wife is like, oh, do you want to come sleep with me and my husband? And she's super hot, and the husband's like, there's those memes make me laugh every single time.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
you were
normal.
so
It's
right
normal
about that.
biology. It's the normal biology of things, like which women
Oh,
should like early on want to get security and to have a baby. Like that's the normal thing. Like we're not all like obviously with our conversation we're all super trad and shit, but
right.
like, we all understand that's
definitely not.
important. That's
Yeah.
important. Like you want to do, and we all would understand that obviously women should be younger when you're having kids and all that, but like things change and people have all these ideals. They have all these ideals, like,
Yeah.
especially now, like it's, I don't know.
And look, I get it, man. And you know, I'm not here to shill my book coming out soon, but again, you know, as someone who was a
on.
bartender for 20 years, you know, I have a book coming out about
you
dating.
got a wild life then if you're a
Well,
bartender.
I have a book coming out, and it's about the fact, you know, about the things I learned when I was bartending and how women and men interact and even my experiences, right? But at the end of the day, guys, if you're with a quality woman and you want to keep her, you got to put in work, man. And the work sucks. It sucks. Like I'm not even fucking with you. It does suck, but here's the thing: it's so worth it in the end, right? Because the worst thing you could do is regret losing somebody you knew was quality as fuck, and you
who would clean
you
your
fucked
shit
it up.
off the toilet. This person
Yeah.
would
Yep.
clean your shit off the
Yeah,
toilet.
you don't want
and still
to. You
be
don't want
with
that
you.
kind of regret, knowing you had a perfect woman and you fucked it all away. You don't want that.
Yeah, it's true. And Kyle actually made a good point too. If you don't care enough, then it's best to avoid relationships. Like it's true. You really do have to put in the work. And if you're just like, I don't care to, I don't want to, it's good. You're right. Don't do it. That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
It's not going to be perfect. You're going to hurt. You're going to have bad times. You have to expect bad times. Like,
Yep.
if you're not ready for that and you think you're on therapy world where everything's like supposed to be perfect, no, that will never happen. Like,
But
my
that goes
parents are
back
still
to being like
together,
being.
but
But that goes back to being really good friends with the person, right? Like you want to
Yes.
marry, you want to be
Yes.
with someone
your
who you consider a friend, because at the end of the
So-
day, man.
That's kind of what I was gonna say with this guy. Like, I don't know. So this guy's talking, you know, this girl, she's talking about like how her boyfriend doesn't listen to her when she vents or whatever. Nick and I have been together for 12 years and we've been through a lot. We've been through, a lot. And we've lived in LA being very, very poor and both working really shitty jobs. And we came home and we vented to each other. And we both wanted, like, I wanted to listen to him vent and I was sympathetic and vice versa. It was like, I kind of don't really like, I don't know. We still vent to each other. So that's why I'm kind of like, I kind of don't really understand that mindset of like, I don't want to hear about your day. Like I do though. Like you're my best friend. Of course, I love you.
but also he didn't want her to tell the fish about. He didn't want her to tell the fish about the day.
So like, there's no
But that's
winning
weird.
there. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't understand it. It's so weird. So that's like
I like
I
hearing
just
about
I
the man's
can't.
day because I don't have to work. So I love hearing about it.
Yeah, you're like, come here, vent it out to me.
And if you don't want to talk to me, I like make dinner and you go sit on the couch. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's the companionship aspect, right? Like it's a friendship thing.
Yeah.
You vent to your friends, right? I vent to my friends. My friends vent to me. Your partner should also be your friend. And that's not to say that there shouldn't be a decompression, because that is very important. I will say, like, I waited table. I didn't vent right away. I waited tables in LA, and Verbal, you probably, I'm sure, bartended in LA. Is that where it was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. it's a real interesting place to work, and woof, it was like
Yeah.
They're all
worked at a brunch
actors, right?
place.
They're all actors that work at the
actors.
restaurant.
Everybody's a
Every-
fucking
yeah,
actor,
it's-
writer, director. Yeah.
And there's just so many
Screenplay.
douchebags. And I met so many celebrities waiting tables too, because I worked at this fucking brunch place, and brunch in LA is goddamn serious business. And there was like a 2.5 hour wait on the weekends. It was just a lot. And so I'd get home after those days, and I would need a good 20 or 30 minutes to just sit and stare at the wall.
So
I was like, I need to just.
So in my lifetime, I was able to have a couple of conversations with Hugh Hefner, right? Like
That's
I've
cool.
been to the mansion a few times.
That's pretty rad.
And you know what he told me? He told me, because we were having well, I was having a bourbon. He was sober, I guess, for some reason. But he was
It's always
drinking
the
coffee.
sober ones. It's always the sober ones.
Yeah.
You know?
He was sober having coffee. But I remember at one of the parties we were talking, and you know, I at the time I was about 28, I think. But I'll never forget this advice. He told me, look, at the end of the day, if you find someone you're really into, right? Like someone you're really like, you're in love with, right? Just listen to them, man. Like there are times where you just need to shut the fuck up and listen and don't respond at all. Just listen, right? And you would be surprised how your woman responds to you, right? Now, obviously, this motherfucker has like 3 women he's married to at the time. But
Girls Next Door. Do you guys remember Girls Next Door? Do you remember
Yes.
Girls Next Door? That was
They all
yeah, no,
still-
I met
love
all of
that
them.
shit.
Heidi, fucking all of them. And
They still look fabulous.
they still look amazing.
Holly, Kendra.
But
who's the other one?
Q was like, he had it figured out, man. It's like, it's not about
Yeah,
the
he
sex.
knew how to take care of women. He knew how to
He
take
clearly
care of
did.
women.
I mean, just look, when you find a quality woman, man, do what you can to hold on to them, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he found his 3 at the time.
He probably died happy.
He died a very happy man.
Yeah. I think that, you know what? I think that's it. I think you kind of really hit the nail on the head when you said, and this was earlier. You're absolutely right. You're marrying a person. You're marrying a human being.
Yeah.
That's and you need to like that person. They should be your friend. Otherwise, why the fuck are you marrying them? Then just don't.
And not have ideals and not have this ideal thing. Like that's what all the red pillars do and stuff. It's
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
no.
like this whole
Not
like
every-
trad
not
wife
every
shit.
woman-
I mean,
Not
It
every
doesn't
woman
mean
who's
anything.
worked before she got married is awful. I worked before I figured out that being dependent on a man is awesome, right? But like it didn't make me a feminist or like it made me understand I can't spend his money and put him into debt. You know, like there are things like that. Like I don't know, but they have all this like it's so stupid because it's so like structured. I was like, no, the humans are so random and we're all so like different that you can't have like this structure.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Like it shouldn't matter if you want to get married and be in a traditional relationship where the woman doesn't work and she stays home and raises kids and he goes out and has a job. Then fine, then do that. And if you want to be in a relationship where she works or where you both work or where you don't have kids or where you have 5 kids, it doesn't fucking matter. Just do what's right for you. I don't know what this weird thing is where everybody gets on the internet and they start telling everybody else how they should live. It's very bizarre.
Oh, I'll tell you
their own
exactly what that is.
insecurities.
I'll tell you
It's their
exactly
own
what that is.
insecurities.
Guys, the grass is never greener. Never greener, right?
No,
See,
it's not.
that's the thing that these guys like Andrew Tate and like Sneeko and all these guys, that's all they fucking talk about is the grass being greener. It's never
Idiots.
greener, man. When you find someone who's down for you, who has your back at every fucking level, if you fuck that up, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you.
Yeah. I agree. And Frank is right too. Sometimes you just want to vent. You aren't looking for advice. Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want someone to fix it. You just want to get it out. And you want the other person to say, I'm sorry. Do you want a cookie?
Pretty
all.
much.
Like,
Actually, yes.
He'll always pay attention to like Trump and federal stuff where I'm like paying attention to my local politics where they're stealing the money from him. And he comes home and I'm like, look, this is what they're doing to you because he makes the money. I'm like, that's my money. And these bitches are putting their hands in his pocket and he works his
don't get me
ass off.
started.
You know what I mean? Like,
Don't get me
that's
started.
my bitching. Yeah, that's my bitching these days. I'm like, oh,
it's
that's
tax
like all I
season
do.
coming up,
These-
y'all. And
yeah, and they punish
go on
the
some tax
productive
rants.
people. They punish the productive people. In Colorado, they just voted to tax this a certain level more. Well, guess the
fun.
certain level is like the certain level is people who are like self-employed tradespeople who keep the world running, who do shit, who are like fixing things and building things.
Are you in Colorado, Forest Mommy?
Yeah.
So am I.
Wait,
I
what? How did I not know
I
that?
just moved to Colorado from LA. Like I just moved here 4 months
it's
ago.
not any better than LA out here right now.
I'm loving it so far, man. Like, yeah, I'm in Colorado
I grew
now.
up
Like,
out here.
I live in Castle Pines, California. I mean
I grew
Colorado.
up in Larkspur. Do you know what a Larkspur is? It's a little south of Castle Rock. That's where I grew up.
Look at that. Look at that.
Douglas County.
Wow.
And guess what? Douglas County, they just screw. Douglas County idiots didn't show up to vote, which if whatever voting is, if it's real or not. And commies have taken over the Douglas County School Board now. We're
Oh
fucked,
no.
even there. Because they built everything in Castle, they built everything up in Douglas County. All these progressive women moved there, and now like it's.
Oh, I know. And you know what's crazy is like I left LA because of Gavin Newsom, because that motherfucker has destroyed California.
And then you came to Colorado, where
completely.
it's worse
Right?
out here.
So and it's hard for me because as a person who's in the film industry, who I'm a part of the Critics Association.
Are you Castle Pines Village or North?
So I'm a little north of Castle Rock.
Okay.
So I'm in Castle
dad washed
Pines.
windows. My dad was a white man who washed windows. My dad was blue collar all his life. He raised us hell good, and like I'm a blue collar girl growing up, and and towards the end of his work, we'd wash windows, and I helped him before I moved out and stuff. And we'd Castle Pines Village, all these like super. This is why I tell commies, I'm like, just do a service. You can literally overcharge rich people, and they'll pay you for it.
It's so fucking crazy. Like where I live, there are literally deer in my backyard all the fucking time. Like I'm an LA boy, right? Like I'm not used to this shit.
You're in Douglas County now. You're in my home county.
But there's like fucking deer and bobcats and shit in my backyard, and I'm like, okay,
mountain lions,
this is life now.
Bears.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of conservation that happened in that area, and people are like, oh, it's the liberals. No, it was the conservatives who bought a bunch of land and put it into conservation. It was conservatives. It was Republicans who did this stuff. Like all these liberals think they all like saved the environment, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, but I literally left California because Gavin Newsom has literally destroyed that state. And
that is why we left too, Verbal.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Fucking insane, right?
It was so bad.
And it's hard because like all of my like life is there, right? Like I'm a California boy, but I had to leave because I couldn't.
That's what people tell everyone from Colorado to leave. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Like,
you're like, yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
Everyone's like, move from, because my parents moved. They kept their property here, but they've moved. All these people have moved from Colorado who are believed in the freedom of Colorado, what it used to be, but it's not anymore. But I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Like, they're gonna have to take me out in my forest. Like, that's how you're gonna have to deal with me. Sorry. Like,
no, good.
It's the same thing as California. Like, I think we have to hit a rock bottom. Some of these states, we have to hit a rock bottom because it's so communist.
Well, what's funny about me is like I was very left, right? Like I was a very left-wing guy. I was a Democrat my whole life. And what changed everything for me was COVID, right? COVID was so fucking weird to the point where, and I've always been the kind of guy where I've always questioned authority, right? I question what's going on. And when COVID hit, I started asking questions like, what are we doing here, folks?
Ooh, bad boy.
And honestly, all of my liberal friends, all my leftist friends turned on me. They just fucking turned on me because I was questioning what was going on. And I'm like, this is weird, man. Like, this is really fucking weird. Like, why all of a sudden, like, I
Because they
went
were
from this
probably like
liberal
weird and
darling.
alternative too, and they were alternative too, and you saw them do weird shit, and then they're like, "Oh, wear a
Yes.
mask." You're like,
Yeah. And I'm like, why are we still doing this? And all my liberal friends fucking turned on me. And at that point, I'm like, okay, I need to start asking more questions here. So I was never married to a party, but because of my family, I voted Democrat. But after that, I was like, I don't think I'm doing the right thing here, right? And then I started kind of listening to some Malcolm X like videos, and I'm like, oh, I get it now.
It's the white
fucking
liberals. It's
Democrats
the
are
white
evil as
liberals.
So that's
It's the
sort
white
of
liberal boomers, especially.
yeah. I had a similar
Sorry.
verbal. Mine was like no, you're right though. Mine was a little different. Like I don't really think that my beliefs and things have really moved all that much.
Yeah,
The
no, I
goalposts
agree.
just move. Like all my views. The only thing that changed for me as you get older, I became more conservative with things like immigration,
Yeah.
taxes,
yes.
and crime. Like that kind of
And
stuff
maybe
I grew
not,
more
like,
conservative on.
Doing the stuff to kids, maybe not transing kids and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
Shit
Well,
like that,
And
right?
they had me. I was like, gay marriage, cool. You're trans, whatever, man. I'm cool with it. Do what you're gonna do.
I
But
agree.
then they started going so far that I think everyone collectively that was not insane was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And then the left went so far that suddenly you're not left anymore. Suddenly, like it's so funny. I've been called a right-wing grifter, and I'm like, I don't even talk about politics. Like it comes up in conversation just because it's, sometimes it happens.
Yes.
But it's really, I find it so interesting because I've always considered myself a pretty liberal person. Like I'm not
there's
against
people like us who can like be okay with how we live. Because I've been with a man for 16 years. I don't have kids either. Like I don't, but I believe family is the most important thing in the world, and you should, you know what I mean. But
100%.
like,
and I
and
believe
they
if
like
you
people
have
like
kids,
us. They're like,
that's your life.
Well, the thing that
and don't
really
let the
kind of-
government in Colorado government is doing these trans bills. It's the government. If it wasn't the government, no one would care. If it was just adult trans people, no one would care. But it's the
No one
government
would give a
pushing it
shit.
on the kids.
No one would give a
Yeah.
shit if it was
It's
just
true.
grown ass people deciding
true.
they're going to live a certain way. God,
I used
look,
to be friends with
I
them.
lived in California, right? I know many gay people, right? But one of the people I love the most, like Mike Harlow. Love Mike.
I love Mike.
I fucking
He's
love
gay as
Mike.
hell. He's
Mike
gay
is
as
so
amazing,
funny.
man. Like I love Mike Harlow, right? Like I have no problem with gay people, right?
No.
But the problem is though, when you got a state like California who is literally threatening to take people's kids away from them if the parents don't decide that it's okay for them to be trans, is some bullshit, right? Like Gavin
tried to
Newsom
pass
is a fucking psychopath. Gavin Newsom is a sociopath. This motherfucker, he doesn't care about anything. He has no real convictions, right? But he wants fucking kids to be fucking trans, and it's fucking weird to me, man. And I'm just saying,
The kids
Look.
thing, like, how is not everybody like? Because in Colorado, they tried last year to they changed it, amended it, 1312, but they were going to make it so if you were a dad, because it's always a woman doing it, transing.
of course, it's always the
basically.
woman.
If you were a
Always.
dad and you called your kid their own name that you gave them when they were born, like, you would get a custody. It would go against your custody. And
Yeah.
they're going to do that again this
Ooh.
year now. That part got taken out, but they're going to do that this year now. Like, what? How evil is that? But women already use the custody stuff. Women, that's what I said in my testimony. I'm like, women already use, I didn't say women, but I was like, people already
Yeah.
abuse the custody system. And now you're going to say, oh, he didn't call him the name that his stupid liberal weirdo. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
And that's
How
the
are we
crazy thing,
here?
right? It's like, why are
Colorado is
teachers
silly.
like stepping in the way of parents when it comes to this kind of shit?
Exactly. And on top of that, you're messing with
Communism.
a bunch of kids. And I'm not saying, look, if you turn 18 and you decide you're trans, and even if my kid was like, hey, I want to dress however you want, I don't give a shit. You're not getting any surgeries and you're not getting any hormones though. Like that's,
Yeah.
it's bizarre. But I think what for some reason we're not understanding is that kids are young. They're vulnerable. They're trying to find their way in the world. If something
We're
seems cool
awkward.
and
We're always
trendy,
awkward in puberty.
yes, yes.
We're always awkward
And
in
if
puberty,
something,
and they're going after girls, especially. Like they're
uh-huh,
going after girls, and it's like, yeah, I got made fun of like hell in middle school. I asked my mom for boy haircuts, you know, all this stuff, but no one ever said you're a boy. But they
Right.
are legally through
Well,
the system.
and it's not even just that they're like telling them that they're that. These kids they want to be a part of something, especially kids who tend to be
Mhm.
more outcasts. And you notice it's mostly that.
Autistic.
Yeah, like there's something else going on there. They are going to want to be a part of something. And if something seems like it's trendy or it's the cool thing to do, they're going to end up doing that when it's not really who they are. So you can't do these things that are life altering and that they're like chemically castrating them at a young age or doing any sort of surgeries or anything like that. You can't do that because there's a
Can't.
really good chance that they're going to change their mind as they get older. A really good
Puberty
chance.
Of course
human
they are.
right. Like, how are they like doing the puberty blocker? It's like that's a human.
That's
Like, it's so bizarre
crazy.
that they're so on top. Like, they're so cool with that. And I'm like, what?
See,
Like,
you know what's weird? It's like people they love to label me as right wing, right?
Yeah.
I am a 90s liberal.
Same. I say that all the
I am a
time.
90s fucking liberal. I am a Bill Maher kind of liberal, right? Like I like back in the day, right? Back in the night, I was fighting for shit like legal marijuana, you
Yes.
know, like
And
no
you know who got us
censorship,
close
no
to that?
censorship with rap music or fucking movies, and you know, like I was a 90s fucking liberal. And I see what liberal is called today, and it's
Weird.
fucking not the same thing. It's
No.
not the same thing at
No.
all, man.
it's weird.
It's look, when you're a grown ass person, when you're grown, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and I don't care. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're trans. If you are 18 and over and you could vote and
We
pay
don't care.
taxes, you
Don't
can do
care.
whatever the fuck you want to do
Mhm.
with your life. I don't care. And honestly, there's a lot of people.
I might
who
question
are
some of
gay.
it, but I don't care. You're 18.
Yeah,
I don't care.
like Jeffree Star. I love Jeffree Star. Gay as fuck, but I love Jeffree Star, right?
He's
I'm not a
awesome
bigot.
too. He's
No,
Yeah.
Coming
no,
around,
really. I'm
too.
just saying. I think it's not about that. I think when you're an adult, you can do whatever you want.
Mhm.
But as a kid, don't fuck with the kids.
Yeah.
Let them figure it out on their own.
And they will.
You get what I'm saying,
and
though?
the team,
Like,
the
let them
school
figure it
and
out.
the schools are pushing this. It's the schools. So they say your
Yes.
kid has to go to school, your kid has to go to public school, or we're gonna totally regulate your homeschool, blah blah blah. And then it's literally in these NGOs too in Colorado, especially, man, like it is nuts out here what has happened. Like it is nuts out here. It drives me nuts.
Oh
I
yeah,
will constantly
Colorado
talk
is
about it.
is not that. It's not that. It's Colorado is just as liberal as fucking LA. As
We have
as
underground.
California.
We have underground railroads to bring people here to do abortions up until birth.
Yes.
Like we have like
Yeah.
they, like look. I used to be very much more pro-choice until the last couple years in Colorado, where they forced now everybody has to pay for them. That's not pro-choice. That is not
But
pro-choice.
I'm sorry,
and
everyone
everybody
has to pay.
Taxpayers have to pay for abortions now
For
in Colorado,
abortions,
and
yeah.
it's on the Constitution,
Okay.
and they voted for it. These people voted
What?
for it.
All right, look,
No,
I
yes.
am pro-choice, and I always have been. But that's the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life. If
That's
you
not
you pay for
pro-choice.
it personally, you pay for it. That's crazy.
Yeah, because
That's
if you don't want to
crazy.
do it, you won't do it, and that's fine. That's how it always was.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it,
Yes.
you don't do it.
Yes.
But now,
Forest
Exactly.
Mommy's totally
taxpayers in
right about that.
Colorado
It's-
have
you got to pay for it.
taxpayers,
Yes.
and it's up until birth, no questions asked. Like it went
That's
from
too much.
rare,
I
safe, and
thought-
legal, which were most of
Yeah.
us were probably rare, safe, legal,
Yes.
whatever.
I thought
To
we
this-
came to a good agreement when it's within the first trimester, and then if past that, there has to be a real medical reason. I thought that was fine. I don't know why
Nope.
we're fighting for. That's insane. See that's
Now
the-
everyone has to pay
that's
for
where the
it.
left-
In Colorado,
Yeah.
people have to pay for it. Like that's what
Yeah.
makes me insane about it. 'Cause I'm like, now you are including people who made it. Like I never had one or anything. Like now you're including people who didn't want to do that to do it, and that's not fair. That's not pro-choice. at
no,
that
no,
point.
not at all. That's crazy.
It's in our constitution now. It's in our constitution.
It's fucking nuts. Yeah.
That's insanity.
There's a holiday. There's a holiday to celebrate abortions. at our capital too. Like,
Okay, see, that's
and
what
a
I'm
lesbian,
saying.
a lesbian.
That's what I'm
said it,
saying.
so.
We had us. They had us. We were fine. It was fine. And then they went too far. Then they started doing that shit. And they lost a bunch of people. I don't understand it. We had it. And then why are we doing this?
Yeah, most even like far
Why?
Republicans would agree with in the first couple weeks.
You know what's
it's
crazy is
whatever.
when Barack Obama had legalized gay marriage, I think everybody was okay with that.
I don't remember
Like-
anyone not being okay with it unless they were
Everybody was okay
severely
with it.
religious.
Yes, they were like,
That's a
okay,
different thing.
gay people can get married, sure, fine, no
It's a
problem.
legal thing
right?
versus it's legal separate from religion.
Just a legal situation, yeah, and
Yeah.
everybody was okay with it. The problem is though, is it's like Eddie Murphy said, you know, you give a nigga a rope, you know, you give them an inch, they want a fucking mile, right?
If you give
It's
a mouse
like,
a cookie. That book, they were trying to warn us.
you know, you give them a
The
little
cake-
bit, they want a little bit
The
more.
cake
And-
was Colorado, where they kept trying to make him bake the fucking cake. And it was like,
Yeah.
no, you shouldn't have to bake the fucking cake. Like,
Shouldn't have to bake the cake.
And what's weird for me is as a 90s liberal, man, like I fought for a lot of shit, man. Like I fought
I
for like
know.
legal
we didn't
marijuana.
care
I
back
fought
then.
for-
We didn't care back then. Like it was.
You're
all-
right.
I hate to say it, but I think Twitter is really where things started going downhill. Twitter done fucked it all up. We got
social
people,
media
everybody,
in general.
social media, yeah, in general, but Twitter was the worst. Facebook, all we used to do was post, song lyrics when we were feeling really, emo song lyrics. And
No,
people would
you're
be like,
right.
"Oh my
You're
God,
fucking
are you
right."
okay? Yeah, and then it became old people, using Facebook as a search bar. And then Instagram came along and everybody was sharing out of focus pictures of a flower and some Skittles or whatever other bullshit. And that was fine. And then Twitter came along.
Twitter is
and
number
people-
one. All the news
Yeah.
starts at Twitter, and then it filters
Starts at
down.
Twitter. And
Still.
everybody got all self-important and we're like, well, my opinions. And it just, oh my God, it got so bad. It got so
Yeah.
bad. God. MySpace was
the
fun
liberal
too.
white women. It's the liberal white women. Like
yeah,
they were.
need to
They were the
calm
Facebook.
down.
I got off of Facebook in 2020.
I hate to
And
say it,
remember-
but liberal white women are the fucking worst.
Mhm. I
Like,
know.
they are the
I
worst.
know. They're the ones. Oh my God. Nick sent me this video, you
I
guys.
was kind of
fucking
one
dying.
for a minute, and I will admit,
Okay,
like I
how'd it
saw
go
that
through the
happening in my
phase?
brain. I saw it. And it's not good.
You're like, I gotta
and they
stop
vote
this.
against their own interests. They vote against their
know.
own interests. They vote against
It's
their
weird.
man. They vote for more taxes to take away from it. Like I don't just to keep up with their fucking Facebook group women. Like it's so. My dad, I was raised in hand-me-downs and I never fit in. And like as an adult, I'm like, thank God my parents raised me like that. Where like you don't fit in and like you don't have to follow the crowd, Like it's
Thank
important
God.
because white women are
agree.
so susceptible to that shit.
Dude, okay, so Nick sent me this video and I was laughing so hard because it's so true. So this guy goes out and he's interviewing people in New York City and he interviews all of these young white liberal girls that are like these young white liberal college girls. And they're like, do you think voter ID is racist? And every single one of them were like, yeah, it's racist. Well, because black people don't have access to the DMV.
Oh, I
as much."
posted
not
that.
smart enough.
You post that?
I literally posted that.
Dude, Dante, they sounded so fucking racist. I was losing
You know
it.
what's funny is what's crazy to me is I'm watching this and I am fuming at the fucking mouth. Like I am drooling because I'm like
Sad.
you motherfuckers think black people are so stupid they can't get a driver's license?
Yes.
What
Get on
the
the
fuck are we
internet.
talking about
And then he
here?
goes into Harlem and every black
Are we
person's like,
kidding?
is this a joke?
I
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
DMV
I don't
is
know one person.
126.
I don't know one black person who doesn't have a state ID of some kind.
No. Yes,
How
and
does-
every
like,
person
what
in
is
that
that?
video.
How does that
It
like?
was-
What does that make you feel, Dante? When people like, there's just all these white
Oh.
women say that, especially.
Oh,
like, all these
don't get me
people are, like,
started.
so
I did a whole
educated.
show. I did a whole show on how leftists view black people, and they think we're fucking idiots. And I'm trying to appeal to black people. I'm trying, black folks who are watching this right now. Listen to me. They're not our friends, guys. They don't give a fuck about us.
It just
They think
look
we're
like
fucking
D&D,
stupid.
but we're
They
cool.
think we don't know what a fucking computer is. They don't
Yeah,
think we know what a
saying you don't
computer
understand the
is.
internet. They're like, they don't know how to
internet.
use the internet.
That's really what they
We
said.
don't know how to fucking use Google.
I
Guys,
grew up in Colorado where it is mostly white, and I still have black friends who were like, I never thought that about. You know what I mean?
Black
Like, these-
folks. This is what they think of us.
I know.
Like, and I did a whole show on this. Like, this is how they view us. They think we don't understand math. Math, right? Every
so
motherfucker on
embarrassing.
earth understands math, but black people. What the fuck are we talking about here? What are we
They
doing?
understand on the corner. They're like, they understand the drug.
No,
sales.
but again, it goes back to the fucking plantation, right? The
Yeah.
Democrats think they own our vote. They fucking don't. Please stop this shit.
And I think it was
That's all the stuff with the illegals too, because they have NGOs. They have these NGOs that are human trafficking people in, and all these white stupid bitches named XiaLand and like whatever are making salaries off of these people being brought up here off of funding. It's not. It's like they are the plantation owners.
And then they act like we don't understand the fucking difference between illegal and legal immigrant, right? Like, here's the thing: Latinos,
Even
they think
Somali, even blacks.
they think that you're fucking
Somali,
stupid too, right? They think that all the illegals are fucking Latino, right? Which isn't the fucking case. There are plenty of Latinos who are fucking legal immigrants, but they are compiling you with the illegals. Like, I don't get why people don't get this.
They don't know.
true.
These people don't know. These people don't know what's going on with the NGO stuff, especially like they don't know. Especially the Somalis. I know the blacks in Minneapolis do not like the Somalis up there because
fuck
it's
them.
like,
Fuck the
or
Somalis.
like in Chicago,
Hey,
the blacks in
hold
Chicago
up,
do
hold
not
up,
like
hold
the.
up. Let me go off for a minute.
Yeah.
Nigerians, Ethiopians, fucking Somalis. We all fucking know that you guys don't like American blacks. We could do a whole fucking show on this. We know how you guys talk about American black people, but yet you got American blacks caping, standing 10 toes down on fucking Somalis and all these fucking other people. Black folks, we got to stop this, man. We got to stop caping
Did you
for
see
other
that guy
people
at the end of the Nick
because
Shirley
they will
video?
never
It was like an
cape for us.
autistic black guy. It was an autistic black guy, and he was like,
Look,
"You
you
are
can call me
hurting
a
our
nationalist.
community."
If you are an American, I fucking stand with you. If you're an American, I stand 10 toes down with you. If you are not here legally, get the fuck out. Get the
If you're
fuck out. I'm
Somalian,
sorry.
That's
You're
look,
Somalian.
that's my take on immigration too. And I know it sounds insane. Like oh God, I love my dad. He is he's not an insane bleeding heart liberal. I want to read he is. He's just not like the kind that's super crazy where you can't say certain words. This is my last conversation with my father. He goes, he has this weird, he's talking about a weird dyslexia that he has, that like when a navigation says take a right, he has to squeeze his right hand to know to go right. And I was like, oh dude, I do that. Like I was like, I literally do that too. I look at my hands, I'm like, oh, right hand, I write with this hand, this is right. It's just I have to do that in order to know which direction he goes. He goes, wow, I must have passed that retard along, sorry about that. And then I just go, yeah, stop giving me the retard. But my dad has this like bug up his ass for illegal immigrants. Like if they're in his mind, illegal immigrants are all here and they're hardworking immigrants and you don't want them out of the country. And I'm just like, but they're here illegally.
And they all caravanned up. They didn't get bussed and flown in, which they did. They all caravanned up to. You think all these Somalians caravanned up to Minneapolis?
But here's the thing:
No.
if they actually care about this country, I'm like, okay, I get that. But when they're waving their own fucking flags of the country they just fucking left, right?
Then why'd you leave? Why'd you leave that country?
Get the fuck out! Like,
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
understand.
If you don't love
People say
America,
it's like,
get the fuck
they say they're
out.
refugees,
If you don't love
but
this
they go back
country.
and visit. But they go back and visit, even though, and they're
Yeah.
defrauding heart. I'm sorry, but like there was even a guy, one of those videos, an Indian lady was like it was after the Nick Shirley stuff, and she went and checked on, and this one Somalian guy was like, "You're Indian, you're not even white." Like, just so like, it's so like, they know what they're doing.
If you
They
don't
know
love
what they're
America,
doing.
get the fuck out.
You know what? I
fuck
got to agree. I
out.
think it's insane if you move to. I'm not saying you can't love your country and miss it, and you left for certain reasons, but you can't go there and be like, this place is the best, and this country sucks, and I'm going to take advantage of. Like
No,
that's
And the
Fuck that.
taxpayers helped you, and the taxpayers paid for your rent. That's what happened in Colorado. Trump wasn't lying when the apartments got taken over in Aurora. That was real, and they were paying rent on these people, and it was taxpayer money. Like hardworking Americans were paying for these people to be bused and flown up here and fed, and like that's not immigration. That's not my
overtaxed.
immigration.
No. You know what I want my taxes to go to? I want my taxes to go to vets and homelessness that's here, and like figuring out the mental health
And
fucking problem that we
roads.
have in this country,
Roads.
and roads, and like that's and
Police,
libraries,
fire.
please, yeah, police, firemen, like all that's
Well,
where I
the
want my
libraries
taxes
are
going.
unionized now. The libraries are taken
they?
too. They're
Is
like,
that done?
yeah.
Oh.
No, you know, and you know what's funny for me is like it's weird because I feel like with black people, black folks. Let me talk to you for a minute. Like I get it, right? Like America has a very questionable past, right? When it comes to black people, I get that. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, there is no greater country in the fucking world than America. There's none. There's none. We can't go to any country and thrive the way that we fucking thrive here in America, right? Sure, things happened in the past that were fucked up, and I get that. But at the end of the day, America is still the greatest country in the fucking world. And we can't even deny that. We can't even fucking deny it, right? It's a place where we can grow up in the fucking hood, right? Like I did. I grew up in the fucking hood. And you can still be a fucking success story, right? You can't do that anywhere in the fucking world. So I understand that there's problematic things about this country, but at the end of the day, it's still the best fucking country in the world. And for
There's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere
for
else
anybody
to
to
go
come
from
to this
here.
country and fucking try to shame it or try to fucking like denounce it or wave their fucking flags of the country they just left, fuck that. Fuck that. America is the greatest country in the fucking world. And I will stand 10 toes down on that.
Amen. It's
Period.
the people of America too, and it's the people like. So I volunteer the National Western Stock Show. I don't know if you've ever been to that here in Denver in January, but I'm there like every morning, and we sing the national anthem, and I hate the government anyways, but I'm like, I love the people of this country because we have the choices still, and they're trying to knock every choice we have. They're trying minimum wage laws, getting rid of 1099. Like they're just trying to knock every choice we have, and this is the last place we have to go. This is the last place
It
we have
really
to
is.
go.
And guys, here's the thing: you won't miss your freedom until you fucking lose it. Okay. America is still the greatest fucking country in the world. Believe it or not, right?
Woo!
Sorry, we hit bikini.
And then there's
I had to take a little
changing
break.
to her fucking bikini. So
And that's
everything
why
I just said
America's
doesn't
great.
mean shit.
No, but this is why
There's a
America's
blonde
great.
white women, baby. Blonde white women who aren't liberal weirdo women too. Like
And
that's
we
the
can
best.
wear bikinis. That's another thing I'm grateful for. Look, we talk shit about other countries, but this is not a Muslim country where I have to wear my burkini right now because God forbid I show a little bit of skin.
But these
Like,
liberal
come
women
on.
want to make it that. The liberal women are like they all
Why?
they wear the Handmaid's Tale thing while they support Islam. I'm like, you
It's so stupid.
what?
Do you not
But
understand?
you know what's weird? You know what's weird about that though is we try not to be other countries, right? We try not to be like Muslim and all this other shit. We try not to shame women, but at the same time, Hollywood, which is where I come from, Hollywood is they're on this thing where they're shaming women for being sexy, right? Like you look at Sydney Sweeney, they try to shame her for being
so
fucking
pretty.
sexy.
They're
Guys,
just so mad at her because her
what are
family
we
had a
doing
mega hat.
here?
I don't know.
Hollywood was built on sexy women. I remember a time where in a fucking writer's room, they wouldn't even cast a certain woman unless she was sexy. Wouldn't even cast her.
And now it's all
Lena
ugly
Dunham
people.
ruined it.
Now there's so much ugly people. Yeah, Lena Dunham, all these ugly
Dunn
people,
ruined it.
man.
Do you guys remember Carl's Jr. commercials? Those were awesome.
Yeah, eating a burger.
Oh,
Yes.
Carl Jr. commercials were the fucking best.
Right? Like,
Are you
come
kidding
on.
me? Are you kidding me?
I
Like,
know.
and there's times where I really miss fucking old Hollywood, man. And I know Hollywood was a bitch, right? Like, here's the thing. It's weird and it's
Yeah, you
funny
gotta
how
fuck what's his name?
it's funny how
Weinstein.
progressive Hollywood pretends to be, right? Especially after watching all these
They're
award shows and
full of
shit.
shit.
But I remember a time where, okay, I'm not proud of this, okay, and I'm not. I'm only saying this because it goes to what I'm saying. I remember times where I've had drinks with Harvey Weinstein. Like I had drinks with him, right? Like we were like talking about a script,
But you probably
drinking.
didn't know then.
I didn't know
Yeah,
who he
He
like
didn't
what
ask you to
he
get
was all about.
naked. He didn't ask you to
exactly.
get
You're not a
naked.
woman
I didn't know
in
any
the
of this shit,
industry.
right?
Yeah.
But if someone were to take a picture of me with him at the time having drinks at a bar, they would think I was like part of his fucking clique and what he was about, right?
Yeah.
You can't buy that shit, man. Like you really can't. Like you can't buy it.
No, but you can, like, people who never call stuff out. If you never call something out ever,
but in all fairness, I didn't know he was doing that kind of shit, right?
Yeah. He
Like,
wasn't like
and
raping
so-
you.
So when guys like Tarantino and Kevin Smith says things like they didn't know like what he was doing,
You think it's possible?
I understand that
Yeah,
because
I can believe.
Look,
Yeah, I can
if
believe
someone were to
this
take a
makes
picture of me with their fucking cell phone, right? I would be implicated with fucking that guy, right?
right.
sense. Who
So
are you implicated? Who are you implicated with? Who you got pictures with?
so there was a situation with me and
People.
Leonardo DiCaprio. There was a situation with me and Leonardo. This was at the goddamn, what was that hotel? There's a hotel in on Sunset in
The
California.
the old school one.
Yes, I'm trying to remember the name of it at the time. Anyway, there was a situation where, and this was where Leo. This was right before he got Romeo and Juliet with Baz Luhrmann.
Oh, so that was a while ago.
Yeah.
That's a long
So
time ago.
we were at a party at the Vermont at the hotel.
That sounds
Goddamn,
right,
I want to say
Vermont.
it's Vermont, but we were at a party. We fell asleep at this chick's hotel room. Right, Leonardo was on the fucking ground on the floor. I fell asleep on the couch. We wake up and we look at each other and we're like, shit. Like, what are we doing here? Right? Like, because I don't know
Did
how
you
I
suck
ended
each
up.
other's dicks?
drank,
Dude, like, I
I
didn't suck
drank
your
so
dick. You
much.
didn't suck
I
my
didn't know how I
dick.
ended up here. Right? There was a chick in another room, and we both look at each other like, did we fuck that girl? Like no. I mean, we really we were trying to figure out what happened, right? And again, this is Leo before he was Leo, before he was the guy.
He was a young kid. Yeah.
Yes. And we look at each other and we're trying to figure this out. And I remember both of us sneaking out of that fucking room, sneaking out. Like we
so
did
she
something
was over
wrong.
25.
Right?
She was over 25.
He's like, I can't be seen here. She's too old.
Yes. And
That's the thing,
I have
though,
so
you
many
wanna go
stories
party.
like that.
You want to go party, and that's what happened. Is they get you. Everybody wants to go to the party. Everyone wants to go get invited to the cool party, and then
We were at a party that
Mhm.
it was definitely an industry party. I don't remember how I ended up on her couch. And I don't remember how Leo ended up on her fucking floor. So
It's just you never know. And
You never fucking know.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you're not in a picture with Epstein, is what you're saying. You're not in a picture with
I
Epstein.
look, as far as I know, okay, so let me just be honest. And most of you guys who follow me know what I'm talking about. I have been to a few Diddy parties. I have. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. I always left before the crazy shit happened.
That's
So
what
I
I
don't
heard.
know anything
Yeah.
about these
about
fucking
that.
Diddy parties. I don't.
That's what I wonder. Like, how many people in the Epstein files? And look, I'm sure there are fucking tons of them who are guilty pieces of shit. And I don't know who is who.
Yes.
But I'm sure that there are some that hung out with him and maybe even went to the island not knowing what was going on. Like he might have kept
they're
that a
all
separate
dorks.
thing.
Like even this
certain-
Elijah Schaefer, like all these dorks try to get into these positions to go to those
Elijah
parties.
Schaefer is one of those. I don't really know him very well, but I will say
I
the
don't
reason that
either.
I never take any of those, and I don't know if he's red pilled at all, so I could be talking out of my ass here, and I have no
I
idea
don't
if that's
either.
true.
I
Yeah,
don't either.
but typically whenever people get on their soapbox and the whole red pill thing and this and that or whatever and start talking
Trad.
about trad, and get into that whole you gotta be in a trad, you want to subservient with that whole thing, and preaching family and all that stuff, which is fine. I think you should, but as long as you believe it. And then you find out that he's been doing a bunch of drugs and cheated on his wife and she left, and you're just like, all right, man. I don't think you're in any
That's
position
who I
to
am,
say
because I'm like,
shit.
I don't have a traditional life, but I believe
don't at
family
all.
is the most important thing in the world. Like I believe
I
these things, but I will
believe-
never tell other people because my life has been a certain way where I'm like, yeah, I should have had kids, but I didn't, and whatever. But like, you should, you know what I mean? Like, there's just like, you can be able to say these things without being like how they are, I guess.
It's
I
not,
don't
yeah,
know.
it's not getting on your soapbox
right
and
back
looking
with
down
you.
at people and judging. I think that's what it is that I hate. I do want to take
and,
one
and I agree
second.
with that. I mean, look, I've been in too many situations where like I could be I could be implicated in a lot of things, but I always left before those things happen. So
Yeah.
look, I've had dealings with Harvey Weinstein. We've talked a lot of business stuff, but all that other shit, I knew nothing about. So when all that shit happened, when all that stuff came out, I was completely shocked. Like I was like thrown off almost, right? Because I wasn't part of that.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about that shit. But apparently this guy was into a lot of crazy shit. So
I think to know about it, you have to really be in a very, very inner sanctum. I think in both situations, you have to be in it. Because I think people that do that kind of shit, I do think they get brazen and they get very, because they think that the rules don't apply to them and they're too powerful and all of that. So I agree that there's an element of that. But I also do think they're not stupid to the point where they're just going to blab it to everybody. Like it's a well-known thing that literally everyone knows. I think it's
But
more,
they are pushing the boundaries too far.
They're
Because I've
pushing
even
the
seen that in my life
Yeah.
with like friends and certain like alternative groups.
Yeah.
Like,
I
people push the
remember
boundaries
like
too far.
right after the Harvey thing happened, I remember talking to Kevin Smith. Like we ran into each other at LA Comic-Con or San Diego Comic-Con, I'm sorry.
Before I lost
And
the
we ran
weight,
into each other.
when
And
was still,
I remember
like, big.
I remember right when the Harvey thing happened, I was talking to Kevin and I was like, I'm like, dude, did you know like all that stuff that was going on? And he was like, dude, all I knew was that Harvey approved my budget. That was it, right? Like I didn't know,
and he didn't have to
else.
fuck him for it. He didn't have to.
None of us knew anything. So like, we're all being kind of like fingers are being pointed, and we're like, dude, just because I know somebody doesn't mean I'm down with them, right? Like I didn't fucking hang out and solicit fucking women with Harvey, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I guess like guilt by association is a thing, you know?
And it's easy in the court of public opinion, right? It's easy to look at something and be like, oh, that guy's immediately a piece of shit. Why the fuck else would he be talking to Harvey Weinstein? Why the fuck else would he be talking to Jeffrey Epstein? But it's because, again, it's just, I try my best because I'm not there. I don't know the situation. I have no fucking idea what's going on. For most of my life, I was living on a floating rock in the middle of the Pacific of the
tits look
Ocean.
amazing right now.
Thank you so much. Movies. I paid a lot of money for these.
No, Zia looks amazing. We all know Zia looks fucking amazing. Like there's no.
You are both so sweet.
But there are these people though who like I said, I was in alternative groups, especially before COVID, where they all turned weird during COVID. And I'm like, I've seen what you people do in private.
Yeah, they get weird.
In private, you're all scared about blah blah. And you see people once they start getting this power dynamic and this pushy dynamic, they push their boundaries too far. So that's like when all this stuff happens, I'm like, I
still have people who look at me like I'm associated with Harvey Weinstein. Like I remember I was at the Barbie party like 2 years ago. We were at the 40th
movie
consideration
Barbie.
party. Yeah, no, really, literally the Barbie party. Like I was hanging out with Margot Robbie and fucking what's her name?
She's so hot. Margot Robbie's so hot.
I had pictures with her. I mean, like I remember hanging out at that party, and even then, like people coming up to me directly, like, "Hey, man, like, you know, how have you been? You know, I know the Harvey Weinstein thing was kind of crazy." I'm like, dude, why are you associating me with fucking Harvey Weinstein? Like, we had drinks a few times. That was it.
Even in Colorado, we had shit that happened. I had to try and get a restraining order against the guy and all this stuff. He was from the right too. I go after the left mostly, but it was a right guy. It was crazy.
Ooh.
But there were all these people he got pictures with. He was like, he got pictures with people like specifically, and I'm like, these people are like this, man.
But here's the thing: I have so many pictures with people that you can associate me with anybody. To be honest with you,
that's good though. That's good if you can be associated with anybody. That's fine. But it's the people like.
But that's the industry. That is you always meet people, right? So, of course, I'm going to be associated.
Your picture with Forest Mommy is going to be your most cherished picture.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is.
Yes.
Of course it is.
Yeah, that's why I try really hard to reserve judgment when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, well, so-and-so was on the island and there's a picture with so-and-so. Yeah, like with that, I'm just like, I don't know. I wasn't there. I think Frank said it in the chat. He's like, nothing would surprise me. And I'm the same. Like, I'm not really a tied to an outcome either way. If it turns out Trump was doing nefarious stuff on Epstein Island, I'd be like, you know, sure, makes sense.
Yeah.
But he also just as easily could not be. Yeah, it's a big club. So like I'm not rushing to judgment because I don't fucking know, but I wouldn't be surprised one way or the other if any of these people were involved in nefarious
and all this
shit
information's been out. A lot of the stuff even that they've released has already been released and people have already gone over and like we've already known the victims and it's like no one cared then because again, once you know these kind of people who are in those positions, it's normalized to some extent, you know, and it's like, I don't know. But I want to go after the real bad people. The real bad people.
Yes, can we do that? I am on board with that as well.
No, and you're totally right. I mean, for me, like, and I'll be honest, knowing guys like that isn't any different than knowing like all the fucking manosphere guys right now, right? Like there's people who have done shows with fucking Sneeko and Fresh and Fit and all these guys who are fucking assholes, right? But just because you do a show with them doesn't mean that you're part of their fucking clique or that you're down with them, you know?
Yeah.
It's like we said, like it's the people when you like Andrew Wilson, he got pregnant with her before
Andrew
she was
Wilson,
divorced.
another one, yes,
and that's her third baby daddy, and it's like whatever. You should just say, you should just be honest about that and be like, look, this, but I know deep down you should do it this way, even though I did it this way. But they don't do that. They act like
exactly.
Went after that lesbian that one time who brought it up, and it was like you're no better than the lesbian, man. Like,
own your shit. Own your shit, and you
just
can
own
even
it.
say
People like genuine people. Like we like people like Xia who are gonna sit here in her beautiful bikini with her beautiful boobs and like almost her whole body. Like we like honest people like this, right? Like especially if you're kind of more conservative. Like we like that stuff, but these people are so fake about it, and they.
I remember a time where like being sexy wasn't like this stigma, man. Like it's a weird thing for me.
It got weird.
Like I see how people like shit on City Sweeney, and I'm like, what are we talking about here,
She's
man?
hot.
I mean,
she's got great boobs.
I ran for office, and there was so many nudes of me out there, and there was a video of me with a sparkler up my butt at one point. Like, but I ran for office.
You were the best. That's amazing.
And I didn't care. And most, like, all my people on Twitter, all my friends, like, we didn't care because we know I'm not like. You can be in control of your sexiness, and it's not like like you're not a total like Bonnie Blue or whatever. Like you can be in control of this stuff, and it's fine.
You can.
Like, And I told you I'm so glad there's so many like nudes of me out there when I was hot and young. Like,
You're
faithful
so
of it.
Look,
hot
man,
and
I
young.
have
Thank
so many
you.
friends.
You mean.
I have so many friends that are actual porn stars, and
Love it. Me
again,
too.
you're talking to a guy who used to go to the Playboy Mansion on a regular basis. So like I don't judge. It's for me. It's like, who cares, man? I
I'm
mean,
doing
I
all right
don't
for
care.
42.
I don't
almost.
care.
Like,
I
I don't
honestly
care either.
think
If you're in control of it, if you're a mom, maybe not do it in front. Like I used to know all these
Sure,
swingers and
sure.
stuff, but it was like it was their night. Like who cares? You know what I mean? If you're like the swingers stuff used to be conservative. Actually, the swingers used to be like conservative people.
I
And
believe
then I was
that.
the poly weirdo purple hair people started taking over and like changing it, right? Like, but
Oh,
there's
yeah.
something to it where you're
And-
like,
and-
yeah,
and
women's
there's a-
like at that age, and
there's a section of California called the Inland Empire where there's a lot of fucking swingers, man.
Colorado.
Don't
too.
ask me how I know
Douglas
that
County,
shit, but
Douglas County, Colorado, too, buddy.
yeah, there's a community where there's a lot of swingers. So I mean,
But it kind of makes sense to some extent. And if people are like fine and in control and not letting it like take over their life, and the woman just wants to feel sexy now because she's raised the kids, she wants to feel, you know what I mean? Like it's just like,
no,
but they
I
try
totally
to
get
change
it.
that shit. They try to change that shit, this whole poly bullshit. And it's like, ugh. I
And
lost my
speaking
earphones,
of
sorry.
which, I want to thank the people that got me into bikini because you guys are awesome. Blood of Heroes dropped another 20 gifted memberships to get to bikini. To get to the bikini. This is a really low cut bikini. I always forget how low cut this one is. Blood of Heroes, thank you so freaking much. That was 20 more heathens added to the heathen army.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
Me?
Jen?
5'3". I'm
Yeah.
short. I'm not very tall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, you're like a
Small
good,
person.
I
I'm
like
a small
it.
person.
Zia is
I
the only
like
woman
it.
I know that gets away with the shit she gets away with.
I know.
I found the
love it,
workaround.
though.
I figured it out.
Like I said, I stuck a
figured out
sparkler
the
up my
workaround.
butt, and people donated money to me for it
Love
on
that.
4th of
That's
July. Like,
so
if you're like
fabulous.
cool, like
I can
people
see that,
do-
too.
Like, if you're,
It's so great.
No, I can totally
it's like
see
a
that.
fun inside joke. Like, and they never brought it up during when I ran for office. No one brought it up. Like that mattered. It's like fine.
I also got a golden boy. Yeah, who gives a shit? Like, I also got a golden
gives
boy
a
from
shit?
Saw. He said hi to the two beautiful muscle mommies, Zia and Forest Mommy,
Awesome.
and the Mountain Man, Verbal Riot. I finally got to the doctor's office. I finally got the doctor's office billing to talk, and they figured out the 2 visits were the same and dropped the one for the doctor that left. Bikini 150. Saw.
That's Saw?
Thank you so much. Yeah, Saw. They double
I
billed.
love
them
that
for a
you're in
doctor's
Colorado
appointment.
too, bro. And I love that you like you're where I grew up too. I love it. Like,
Yeah,
'cause,
no,
like, when I went to high school, there was 5 black people. There was 5 black people in a class
that's
of
funny.
500 kids. So yeah,
And you know what? I believe that. But no, I
they were
look,
very white black kids too.
it was not
for
easy
sure.
leaving California. I am a California boy, born and bred. Gavin Newsom has destroyed my state, and I had to leave. I had to fucking
I
go.
get it. I get it.
Gavin
I
Newsom
get
is a
mad at
fucking
Colorado people
monster.
for leaving, but I'm like, I get it. You gotta leave.
And you know what's
sometimes.
crazy is I remember like when things started to change, because I remember like people started turning on me during COVID. Like I remember like I started questioning
COVID.
what's happening with COVID, and like all of my leftist friends were like, you know, trust the science. Like, why are you, you know, asking questions? And I'm like,
The science was so new, we didn't know anything yet.
It's just like the Tuskegee thing, black guy. Just take the fucking like.
but also,
thing,
why are
dude.
you not questioning what's happening?
Yeah,
like was my question.
And they're all healthy
Like,
yoga people. They were like healthy yoga people, probably too. And they were like, "No, just do it." It was like, "No."
yeah,
That's
no,
all that happened.
it got to the
Like,
point
why
where
are
I'm
you
like, you know
injecting
what?
stuff
I
in
need
you?
to change of space. I'm going to leave California for a while, and I'm not saying I'm not going to come back to California at some point, but I just think Gavin Newsom is the worst thing that ever happened to California, and he needs to go.
Huge part of the reason why we left. So let's see, we moved in 2020. We moved during COVID. It was like at the end of 2020. And it was also because of just how bad it was starting to get there. It was the rioting, and they were just lighting shit on fire,
Yeah.
and like nothing was happening. They were like, go ahead.
And all the leftists were getting guns. All the leftists were getting guns then,
Dude,
too.
it was
like,
so weird. It was such
It was
weird
really
time.
bad. It got really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it was not great. So for that reason we left, and then also it was just the homelessness and the piss and the shit and the encampments were getting out of control. It was
Dude, they
They
were
don't
everywhere.
get paid money for
they
it.
were even
Why
setting
would they
camp
make
in
it
Beverly
better when they
Hills.
get paid money for it?
Like
Mhm.
even Beverly Hills, like tent cities were starting to pop up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And that's in the rich area, right?
I
So I
know.
mean, yeah,
And I think
California
You
is
had
even
Ashlyn. You had Ashlyn who was a millennial and went to her poli-sci school, and now she works for a nonprofit. Now she got to make the homeless worse. They have to make the homeless
oh,
worse to get paid. That's
fun.
the
Yeah,
whole
they
thing
get
with
to make
it.
their money. God, it's
Yeah,
always
and
about
and they
money. It's
think they're
about
so
money.
like virtuous for it too. And it's like, no, you bitches, like go home and make babies. That's what you should be doing, not doing this shit.
I think you need to like everybody needs to chill the fuck out a little bit.
I agree.
You
Not
guys
be
want to
paid
do
by the
another
government. They're
question?
all paid by the government. That's what
course.
pisses me off.
Yeah, no, because that's where our fucking tax money is going. I'm not going to go on the tax rant. However, we do have another question.
Yes.
Speaking of what men and women should be doing. No, this one says, my husband, I 43 male and I 37 female, have been talking about sex and our fun times we used to have. We haven't had anal sex in a very long time, and he said to me,
Okay.
we're jumping right in. I can't wait to hear this. And where was it? So he said, very long time, and he said to me, yeah, he was so tight. I corrected him and said she, but he said, no, it's a he there. So I told him, if it's connected to my body, then it's a she. He didn't say anything and change the subject. I'm now wondering if all men think this way or if this is an odd comment. We've been married for 7 years and together for almost a decade. Throughout our relationship, my husband has made comments about the same sex as, oh, that guy is handsome, or he's so jacked or good looking. There was also one time where he said to one of his childhood friends, a guy, my wife looks like you, so it's as if I married you. Then my husband slapped his friend's butt. This has to
Oh
be a
no,
joke.
he's gay. He's very gay.
Right? Like as
Yeah,
I'm reading
he
this
did
more
gay sex
clearly.
at Bible camp. He did gay stuff at
No,
Bible camp.
this is all about gay
probably.
sex. Yeah.
This is
And-
okay. It
and
goes on
women,
more though.
Women.
We
Oh, sorry, go on.
No, so we were at a party and my husband had a few too many drinks during this comment. We did get into an argument over it, and my husband said, well, he's a handsome guy, so I don't see how it's offensive. What would you think in these situations?
That her husband is gay.
Yeah.
By all means, he's gay. I mean,
He's gotta be.
If it's an actual thing, like some guys will like want to fuck the butt, which I get. Like whatever.
Yeah, a lot of guys are into
porn.
it.
We all raised in the porn.
I'm
era,
not
I
into
get
anal,
it.
but sure, let's.
Well, listen
guys
to what
are.
I tell
A lot,
women.
yeah.
I understand why men like it because it's like dirty, but like women, it's not good for us. We get it's not good for us. You get hemorrhoids. You get it's not.
You get pig
But I
stalk.
understand
Bad things
if
can
it's someone
happen.
you love who wants to try it. If someone you love wants to try it, make sure they're like smaller and not as hard. That's all I say to people. Like, just.
But also, if he's thinking about
But this
another
guy sounds
guy,
weird.
if he's thinking about another guy as he's doing it, that is pretty gay.
It's
Yeah, that's
very
super
gay.
That's very gay. And if he's bringing it up in conversation, that's gay. in my
That's
opinion.
too much. That's too much.
So I have a friend who look, me and my wife at the time, we were married, and we introduced a friend of ours to this guy who I knew personally was, let's just say, struggled with desire for men.
He like to suck a dick. He like
But
to
at
suck
the
a dick.
same time, he also said he
That's
liked
one way to put it.
women, right? So we introduced him to our friend of ours, right? They ended up getting married, right? But they got married for stupid reasons. They got married because she was dumb enough to think that she had like the golden pussy, right? Like she thought she had the pussy that could
no.
change a gay man.
That's not how that
No, no,
works.
no.
That's not how that works.
No.
But she thought because her vagina was so special that she could change a gay man.
What a fool.
And they got married, and they were married for like 8 years until they finally got divorced because she cheated on him.
Well, yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah, because
She's not
gay.
her ass fucked anymore. She was tired. of
well,
her
and
ass
also
fucked.
like at some point she found like a bunch of gay porn on his browser.
Yes.
And it's
sorry.
like,
Turn
what did you
off.
think?
It's such a turn off. Like,
Ladies, if a man is gay, there's nothing you can do.
No.
and all these liberal women are like, I peg my men, and I'm like, that's
No.
that's
No,
not.
that doesn't make them straight.
I just,
Men should never
look,
like spread their legs like that ever.
No.
I'm not here to judge. If you're into it, I'm not going to judge you.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just saying my preferences.
Yeah, I don't know if I would be into doing that. I do have to. I'm trying to think if like Nick is hilarious.
think
If
I
you even
would.
mention
I
it,
used to
he's
think I
like, you
would be
stay away
into
from
it.
my butt. Yeah, like it's one of those things where you kind of don't know. Did you try it and then you were like, oh, this is not for me?
Oh
The
no,
thing about anal with women is it
No,
like
Forrest,
it
not
hurts.
you, Verbal. I
It
know you
like
didn't try
tears
it.
you up. It's like not healthy.
Yeah,
With all these
yeah.
gay men, that's what happens to gay men. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not good for them. And that, you're like, as a woman, you're like, oh, I'll try it. It's dirty, whatever. It's fun. And then if you're old like me, you're fucked up for life. Like, just saying, everybody, don't do my.
These are
well,
words of wisdom.
I know
right
from
here.
my friend, like she said that he was able to perform like a regular man, so she was satisfied, but he always wanted her to keep her hair very short,
Oh,
and he always wanted to do her from behind.
no.
So that to me sounds like he was thinking of a guy
Yeah.
as he was doing her.
Yeah.
It was a thing.
So I mean, I'm sure they didn't tell you. Maybe was it a lot of anal as well, or was it kind of more?
Oh no, it wasn't
Okay,
anal,
okay.
but it was just a lot of from the back and
Doesn't
her
want to
hair
see
being short.
boobs. Yeah, and short hair. Yeah, that. I mean, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Did
then
she
if you
get money
find
out of the
gay porn-
divorce? They got divorced, right? Did she get money out of the divorce?
I mean, she got a little something, but I mean,
Okay. It
But
happens.
that's 'cause
All
he
these
was the
like all these
breadwinner.
gay men married women back in the day because what the hell else are you gonna do, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah, okay, here's the thing. My problem is back in the day, I understand that, right? Like back in like, the 70s, 60s, whatever, even 80s, you had to pretend to be straight because there was a stigma, right? A stigma to being gay.
and you're
But,
horny, you'll fuck anything.
but in the in the 2000s, there's no stigma. So
Yeah.
why
No,
are
be
you
honest.
pretending to be straight?
yeah, be
It's
honest.
so
Right.
weird. It's so weird. Yeah, be honest. And don't put a woman through that. Don't put
No.
a woman through having to marry a gay man and have her be confused and not understand why her husband doesn't want to sleep with her, and then put her through the pain of the person that she loves leaving her for another man. That's so messed up.
And also have her thinking it's her fault.
Especially
Right?
the
You have her
cross dress.
thinking it's
And
her
especially
fault.
the cross dress too. Like all these poor
Stealing your
women with their
clothes.
husbands like
I know. It's messed up. It's really
I
messed up
understand
for
those
the
guys.
woman.
I used to hang out with them, but if I had been married to one of them, oh my god.
No.
Yeah, no, as people, it's lovely. Just don't marry a woman and don't put her through that. That's horrible. This woman really sounds like her husband's gay, and she needs to go searching for the gay porn for confirmation.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Or
Yeah.
just I'll get all the money from him you can, get divorced.
Just
and,
bounce. Yeah.
and then she'll probably
gotta
want to be
go.
lesbian anyways. So
Then she's like, fuck guys, I'm eating box. My hair is short. Let's go. Oh no. Oh, there's a lot of relationship stuff. Oh, this one is a good one for us guys. Okay. All right. My boyfriend, 19 male, is Hispanic and I'm white, 19 female. I'm very privileged and lucky to have everything I do, but I try not to let that influence my opinions or how I treat people. Somehow we got on the topic of ICE and how they're harmful. And he said something to the effect of, I don't like ICE, but I agree with them deporting illegals. So that got him started on how people of color crying about being oppressed need to stop having a victim complex and just work harder. Also, that white people aren't actually more privileged. He based it on his grandparents coming here as legal immigrants that built themselves up to be successful, which his family is very much so. I was astounded and thought that was insane and told him the problems with that along with other things. And suddenly he pauses and says, you have a white savior complex. I just sat there with a blank expression. He busted out laughing. I hung up and he called me back with a, did I upset you? Later, after we already said, I'm right, you're wrong, and that's okay, I asked if he really meant it. First, he refused to tell me because we already left the argument alone, but I wanted to know if that's actually what he thought of me. After I begged him to just tell me, he goes, no, just a lot of your opinions line up with one. Then he, with no further questions, despite not wanting to start this again, goes on about why he thinks that, and once I wanted to respond, he says he doesn't want to talk about it anymore. I feel like I'm genuinely going insane because I have no right to tell him about his own experiences. But I see what's going on in the world. Do I actually have a white savior complex for this? If so, I want to fix it. But I thought I was being genuinely outraged for people. I'm not sure anymore. Girl.
What
wrong.
color is she? What
Yeah.
color is he?
He's Hispanic and she is white.
And he's for ICE.
He is for, he's not crazy about ICE, but he's for them deporting illegal immigrants.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
He's
understand.
probably
that.
a legal Mexican, because legal
Yes.
Mexicans.
His grandparents came here legally and built themselves up. And so he is there as a legal citizen. And
You know what? He's totally right. In every
Yeah,
in
yes.
this whole situation, he's right.
Yes.
Look, you know what's funny is, having lived in LA, right? I knew a lot of Latinos who were, born and raised.
Mhm.
They don't like fucking illegals either. Like,
No.
like it's this weird like white liberal complex, right? Where they think that they're doing the right thing by defending like these illegals, but and what's funny to me, especially, and I did a show about this last week, or this week, I should say, where when illegals are here, they affect certain communities a little bit more, right? So illegals affect especially like poor or black communities a lot more than other communities because of the fact that they are literally usually grouped with legal citizens who are like a little bit poor in nature.
Yeah, my friend is a legal
right?
Mexican in Thornton, and they brought in all these Afghans. They brought in all these Afghans into her apartments in Thornton,
Really?
Colorado. And she's like, and my man's a contractor, and he's like, all the legal Mexicans that work with him, they hate this shit. They hate this shit that's going on with the Venezuelans they brought to Colorado. And
It's
all
bullshit,
that. They
man.
hate it.
The Venezuelan
Because they
thing
come
going on
here
in Colorado was insane.
and they take the benefits that Americans should get.
This one bitch is like, I'm writing $350,000 in rent checks a week, bragging about it, and it was all taxpayer money that she was writing those checks to. Like,
no, it's
Mexicans who came
up
here, even Mexicans who get deported, are like, no, we don't, like, we're better than that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Remy is right. Not all Hispanics are Mexicans. That is true. There are people from
and
Venezuela.
that's what was funny about Colorado,
Yeah,
because once
yeah.
they started deporting the
But yes.
Venezuelans, all these super liberal white people showed up at the Capitol to protest with Mexican flags. We're like, we're not even deporting Mexicans. We're deporting the Venezuelans and shit.
Yeah,
like,
that's
fake.
crazy.
Oh
Fake as
God.
fuck, man.
Yeah, yep, that's true. It's a big problem. People can't seem to agree to disagree without stereotyping people. It's true. And look, stereotypes do exist kind of for a reason, but
Yes.
boy, let me tell you, white people really love to stereotype. And that's what pisses me off about the white savior complex. They're really talking down to people.
Yeah, black people can't get an ID.
Yeah,
What?
like what?
Oh,
do you think
I
you are?
went off on my show this
was
week about
hilarious.
that because I was like, I played a video where this guy went to a college campus and he's talking to all these white campus students and he's asking them about voter ID. They all said it was fucking racist because black people don't know how to get a fucking driver's license. I'm
They're
like,
college educated.
I don't know
College-
one black person who doesn't have a state ID of some kind, right? Whether it be a driver's license, a state ID, or a passport. I don't know one black person who doesn't have one of the three of
No.
those fucking things.
It's so funny.
It's fucked up.
It's
And they really
so
think
funny.
this. They really believe this. And they were like, even my dumbass grew up in Colorado, not very diverse, where I grew up in Douglas County. It wasn't diverse. But still, even now, I'm like, how can you liberal people think this? They're not, you know.
Here's what's funny is you need an ID to fucking get welfare, right? So if all these black people are on welfare, how the fuck are they getting it if they don't have a fucking ID?
That's true.
Right?
That's
And they have
true.
the
I didn't think
Obama
about that.
phones. And they have the
Can't
Obama
be-
phones. They're like,
can't-
they don't know
it's-
how to get on the internet.
It's dumb as shit.
It's
And-
so dumb.
And it's racist as fuck, but it also goes to what I said about how white liberals are the fucking worst. They're the fucking worst, right?
The
Like they
bigotry of
are
soft-
literally
or
the
what
most
is it, the
racist
low
people. They're the most
bigotry of
racist
low
people in the fucking
expectations.
world because they, you know what? And I went on this thing about on my show about how the difference between conservative racism and liberal racism. Liberal racism is so much more insulting than fucking conservative racism. Because at least with conservative racism, it's in your face,
We'll
right?
just say the
It's
N-word
like-
once in a while.
It's like,
We
I
just say
don't
the
like
N-word
you
once
because
in a
you're
while.
black. And it's like, okay, you know what? At least we know where each other stand, right? I don't like you, you don't like me, and we could either walk our separate ways or we could throw hands, but either way, we know where each other stands. With liberal racism, it's so fucking slimy. It's so insulting because it's a racism of low expectations, right? It's a racism of you're too stupid to know how oppressed you really are. So let me speak for you.
Oh, it
Dumbass.
is. It's so bad. It sounds.
That's how
It
Colorado
sounds
is, especially
horrible.
too. It's like it's so bad out here where they're like, it's
Yeah.
The liberal white people in Colorado are just insufferable. I guess.
or
Yeah.
in Iranian people. We have an Iranian girl like making law. Like it's so bad out here. It's so obvious.
And
to me,
it's
like,
even
as
worse
lit-
in California.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's the
It's
same
way
thing.
worse
Yeah.
in California.
But
It's
it's like
not great here
logical
in
to
New
me.
York.
Like even if you were like raised around black people or you're like like feel your whatever, but I'm like these people, what they say, the government, what they say, like it's how, and that's who's getting all this money through the nonprofits and NGOs, especially too. And I'm like, how? Like I'm an idiot. Like I don't know. Like I don't say that.
No,
shit.
it's fucking insulting, is what it is.
Yes.
It is.
I
It
would
is. It's
assume
very
so. If I was
insulting.
black, I would be I'm insulted.
It's
I'm a
like
white
you
woman.
were literally saying black people are too dumb to fucking get a driver's license.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Like what?
I feel that same way when they do like gender swaps in movies where they just put a girl in a man's role and
Yeah.
to make it look like, oh well, see, we have diversity and it's a strong female character and blah blah blah. And it's like all you did was take a fucking already written role for someone else and lazily swap it to
It's a
put
frumpy woman. It's
Yeah,
a frumpy ass
like
woman.
that's not helping anything. Like that does absolutely nothing. What you could do is take a female character that's well written, and yeah, that means she's going to have flaws. It also doesn't mean, but here's the thing: if it's a superhero movie, yeah, she can kick ass, she can do whatever she wants. It's a superhero movie; they have superpowers. I don't give a shit. But I'm talking about like these realistic movies where they have this like 5 foot, 200-pound girl.
I know
fighting
exactly
some
what you're
6
talking
foot
about.
three, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm just like, this is what
They get some chick who's like 5'1", who's beating down a
ridiculous.
guy who's like 6'5", and it's
Yeah.
like, what are we talking about here,
Yeah, like
folks?
just stop it.
Like,
And again,
what?
that doesn't extend.
I don't want to see
the
people who look like
superhero
me. I
movies.
want to see like hot superhero people fighting.
You are,
I don't wanna see
Forest Mommy,
people,
you are hot. You
I know,
are
but
hot.
this is the whole thing. Like people, like all these people say, I wanted to see people who looked like me, and I'm like, well, I wanted to see cool
Oh,
people who
right.
like fight. You know what
But
I
also,
mean?
I don't
yeah.
always want to see people who look like me, right? Like we just saw, like with Chris Nolan in the fucking Odyssey, how they're casting fucking Lupita Nyong'o as fucking Helena Troy. Helena fucking Troy.
And I just want to put it out there. She is stunning. She
Gorgeous.
is so beautiful.
Gorgeous. I'm not even
the
talking about her
issue.
looks. But the fact that you're casting a
But she ain't
Nigerian,
Greek. She ain't
you're
Greek.
casting a fucking Nigerian as Helena Troy. What are we talking about, folks?
It's so silly. It's very
It's
silly.
stupid. It's insulting, and it's like it's not like
Lazy.
if you have a white heroine, make her white. If you have a black
Right.
heroine, make her black. Like,
Look,
why do we have to
if this
swap
were a movie
it?
about black mythology, like African mythology, and you cast a white person, everyone would lose their fucking mind, right? But you're sitting here casting a Nigerian woman to play Helena Troy. Come on now.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
my mom. So my mom's very GOP white woman, but she was a teacher in the 90s. And we lived out here in Colorado where there was like where the Indian stuff happened, where there was fights and stuff. And my mom went out of her way to like teach about the slave trade. And I remember my mom taught me a song about like the drinking gourd and like all this stuff. I was like, if you would put a white woman specifically into that who like made it, I don't know. It's just so weird how people feel okay doing that stuff. I don't know. It's weird to me.
It's interesting.
Well, and Hollywood has had look, man.
They like ugly women. I'm sick of ugly women. Stop giving us ugly women.
people who follow me know, like, I get on Hollywood's ass all the time because I'm like, I feel like race swapping is insulting. I feel like it's stupid. I feel like, look, we know what these characters are supposed to be, right? Great example, right? For me, growing up, like I'm talking like since the time I was like 10 years old, Captain America was always my favorite fucking hero, right? Like Steve Rogers was my fucking hero. I love Captain America. So to make him black now, all of a sudden, it's so fucking dumb. Like it's so.
Is that the last one that came out this last year?
I know Sam Wilson.
He wasn't even like a super,
I like Sam Wilson as the Falcon. He's a great character as the Falcon.
Yeah.
He's not fucking Captain America.
And I know that they made him Captain America in the comics. Like I know that at some point in the comics, Sam Wilson did become Captain America.
Sure,
and I
but
get
again,
it,
that was when the whole woke thing happened.
Exactly.
Right?
And I don't think
switching
anyone
me out with
particularly
with my tiny tit. It
Oh.
would just be like you don't like switch. Like, you don't have to switch people out who don't like fit the bill, right? Like I don't know.
But also it's okay to acknowledge that. Look, some characters are white, some characters are black, some characters are Asian, some characters are fucking Latino. It is what it is. But we don't have to we don't need a black Captain America. We just don't. Right? The Falcon is a great character on his own.
Like he was kind of lame. Like he wasn't like
I liked him as Falcon, and you're right. I didn't really like him as Captain America. And again, I like Sam Wilson, and I really
great character.
I really like that actor. I think he's a great actor as well. So it's like it's interesting that
why can't we have real discussions about it though? Like
that's the thing that bothers me is that you can't say anything.
White girl Colorado, and I saw black friends.
Why do we need a black Snape in Harry Potter? Like that's fucking crazy.
That was a bummer. That one's a bummer.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
In the UK, like there would be black.
Yeah.
Even black kids know Snape is not fucking black. We know that. Like
And he was Alan Richardson, who was like, oh, it's R.I.P. But like,
right?
Oh my god! Like,
so you're gonna replace Alan a well-known, beloved actor, right? And you're gonna race swap him? Like, what are we doing?
For me, it's not even about that. Superior Nav is losing it in the chat. But Verbal, did you have an issue when they made the Winter Soldier Captain America? Yeah, they did that in a comic book run as well.
Right, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not, and I'll tell you why. Right, there was a specific reason why they chose Bucky, right, to be Captain America, and you saw how very different that version of Captain America was, because in a weird way, Bucky represented what America is now, where Steve represented what America was supposed to be, right? So it wasn't like a feel-good story. It was like, Bucky, the Winter Soldier is a look, man. At the end of the day, I still think that the Winter Soldier should always be a villain. He should never have been some kind of fucking anti-hero. But they made him they tried to make him a hero. But the good thing about that storyline is that it shows you that at his heart, he's not a hero, right? Like he was never really a hero. And at least with that story, it showed that, right? I think with Sam, they're trying to make him be the new Steve. And that didn't work at all.
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Well, I agree.
Just don't swap people. But just don't, like, you can't make like
Superior Nav,
black.
It's not horseshit.
Just don't swap people.
Yeah, just don't swap people. It's not. I agree. I think it's annoying. And here's my biggest thing with that. And Superior Nav, it's not horse shit or repetitive shit that's being talked about at all. It's very relevant stuff that's happening in our country now. And again, I've talked about this before. I typically don't get political on my channel unless it comes up naturally in conversation. Sure. I'll bring out it'll like come up sometimes in some of my streams. Most of my streams are about food and boobs and whatever. So like I typically don't talk about this stuff all that much. And Superior Nav is, you're thinking that we're just shitting on liberals when we're not, because we just went on a whole thing earlier saying how
Yeah, and the
we
red
are
pill. We're making
still
fun of the red pill.
yeah, we're
people,
making fun
too,
of red
like-
pill people. I don't like the extreme right either. I think that people that are
Oh
too
yeah, no,
conservative are ridiculous.
I am politically homeless. Like
Yeah.
I don't have
Yeah.
a party I
Unaffiliated,
belong to.
baby. Unaffiliated in Colorado.
Yeah. And like I always said, is there a difference? I have always said that I'm a 90s liberal, and I've stayed a 90s liberal. It's just the
Yes.
things have moved. But yeah, a lot of this stuff, it's interesting to talk about because I don't talk about it all that often. So for me, it's sometimes it can be fun to get into and interesting to talk about.
But
Because
actually,
this
it is
stuff
white
is
liberal women. Actually,
White-
white liberal women.
I don't
No,
know.
I am very much I am a Bill Maher like 90s liberal guy. Like for me, I fought for things like no censorship, right? Like when it comes to art, video games, music, no censorship. I fought for legal weed, right? I fought for like legal prostitution. Like I in every means, I am very much a liberal, but not what.
But don't push it on people. Don't push it on
Yes.
people. That's
Or
what these
just what it's
liberal people. They want to
become,
push
too.
social shit on people, and it's like, even if we don't live the most like trad lives, we all understand. Yeah, family is actually the most important thing, and if you should have a baby, having a baby is actually very important. You should have a baby, even if
And
you don't,
have one,
should, like,
take care of that fucking baby.
yeah, exactly. Take care of the baby.
You know what I
like,
mean?
Take care of
Like-
the baby.
it's like-
It's a good point.
and don't like just
It's a
like
good point.
want to like give it away to these weirdo tranny families to groom it. Like it's
Yeah.
so weird out here in Colorado, especially. I don't even know there's a state senator who was a drunk. She was already known as drunk.
Oh no,
She
I know
died.
exactly what you're talking
You know,
about.
you know
Yes.
what I'm talking about? Faith Winter. She died.
I don't
Yes.
know this person.
She killed herself only, thank God. But
Oh god.
like a year or two ago, she would say, I have a crash couch at my house for kids who like parents don't let them, like who don't accept them for being weird gendery. But it's like, no, like that's not. If you had a drunk neighbor who was like, come over to my house if you don't think you're the right like, it was so like,
Yeah.
these are
In
the
what
people in
world is that
charge.
okay?
these are
Yeah.
the charge. Like it was very karma. It was very karma how she like it was very,
Well, and it goes back to what I said before, like about how like, and maybe not on this show, but I've said it before that I feel like we've lost common sense. Right?
That's what it
like
feels
common
like, yeah.
sense is
you can be
done.
a degenerate, just have common sense. Like
Be a common sense degenerate is all.
yeah.
my thing is when you're a grown ass adult, do whatever you want, right? As long as it's legal, do
And
whatever
not
the fuck.
hurting
you
And
want.
don't make
You're
everyone
an
pay
adult.
for it, because that's in Colorado now. All insurance has to pay for a fucking tranny to get boob jobs, but they don't get. But insurance doesn't have to cover someone who has breast cancer getting boob jobs.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what's
crazy.
happening.
But also, what's weird in Colorado too is
Horrible.
like people don't know. Like in Colorado, you can get fined for misgendering people. Like you can get fined.
I didn't know that. That's insane.
That's a business.
Yeah, no, it's
if you're a
fucking crazy.
business.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You can get fined if you're at a Starbucks and you say "Thank you, sir" to the wrong person.
And
That's
my parents
so
moved
crazy
here
to me.
because it was like my parents moved here because it was like libertarian, free, everyone do what they want kind of a thing. And now this is what has happened, because like when you don't pay attention to your local, that's what happened in California. It's what happened everywhere. Like it's these people.
No,
take
the first thing my
over.
friends warned me about when I moved here was be careful, like who you gender. Just don't even say yeah. Don't
It's
say
so
ma'am or
stupid.
sir. Just say thank you.
Ugly, because they're always
It-
ugly.
Thanks, ugly. I didn't misgender you. I do want to thank.
I used to hang out with a bunch of like cross dressers. We would go dancing at the gay club, but they were
That's
like
fun.
conservative cross dressers who would like admit it's a kink. You know, they're not pushing it on, and like they all voted Trump to have them.
That's
But I got to just to
hilarious.
see this like change. I got to see this change where it happened, and like I would hear conversations where like, "Well, is it just cross dressing, or am I trans?" Or like, I'm so thankful I got to like be a part of that, because it's like I'm open minded. I'm totally open minded, and I understand
Yeah.
kinks. If you want to dress up like a girl and that gets you on, whatever. but they've pushed it too far. Like they've pushed it
Yeah.
too far.
Yeah,
and then
no,
the
I come from
taxpayers are paying
California.
for it.
Like I obviously have like a lot of gay friends being from California, and it's like, and but they think the same way I do. They're like, because in a weird way, like for the gay community, they
The
are
regular
being.
gays are like, fuck
There's
this
even like a
shit.
peer pressure for gay people to be like, well, if you're too butch of a woman, then you should just transition into a man.
Yeah, they've
And
ruined
they're like,
butch
no,
women.
I am a lesbian.
They've
I
ruined
don't
butch
want to
women.
transition into.
I love butch women, and they've told butch women that, like, they've told younger girl butch women to cut off their fucking tits.
Yeah,
And, like, you know
to
what I mean?
transition. And it's like, what?
And women are so susceptible at that age where it's like it's so obvious what they're doing, and they've made it policy. This is what we said. We don't care. If it's not policy, we don't care. If you're an adult, we don't care. But
Yeah,
they've
when
made
you're an
it
adult, do
policy,
whatever
and
you
they pay
want.
for it with taxpayer dollars too. Like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
it's screwed up out here in Colorado.
I know. Kyle, it came through. I do want to thank some people. Ravenclaw, thank you so much for the 5. Queen Heathen's Shaw of the
Sorry, I've
Hawaii.
been
No,
talking
no,
a
you're
lot.
Oh,
No,
Ravenclaw.
that's why I have
Ravenclaw's
you
a good
guys
guy,
here.
man. What's up, man?
Ravenclaw's awesome. He
Yeah.
is so great. No, that's why you guys are here. That's why I had you on. I love
I love
talking
that
to
you're
you
in
guys. This has been
Colorado
so
too.
much
We gotta hang
fun.
out. We gotta hang out. Because you're in my town. You're in my
I used to run to Ravenclaw at the cons in LA and
Yeah,
San
he
Diego
always
and all
goes
that.
to
Yeah.
all the cons. Yeah, he's such a sweetheart. Ravenclaw, thank you so much. Forest Mommy, you still look hot and at an amazing body and look 35. You can watch Verbal on Wednesday night with Nina and Saturday night on Flashcast. And Forest Mommy is a great Jackbox player on Monday night on Adam Chwait channel. Awesome. Oh no, I'm reading. Oh my God, that was from Saw. Sorry, I was reading the one up. Ravenclaw,
thank you, Saw.
so much. Saw, thank you so much for the golden boy and for the kind words. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Ravenclaw as well. Dante and Forest Mommy, happy Friday. America is for those who assimilate, contribute greatly and respect it. Immigrant or not, everyone should be grateful to be in America. Love Asian simp. Thank you so much. And from Kyle as well. Kyle, thank you, thank you, thank you. Another golden boy. The creative bankruptcy of Hollywood and the inability to create new characters outside of their ideology has completely ruined shows and movies, but it shows that shows how their expectation has become accept our ideology or you are awful, now give us your money. Boy, you're not wrong. Yeah, it's 100%. It's really, they're just trying to shove stuff down your throat. And if you don't agree, you're whatever-ist they say that you are. And that's, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that they were lazy, bad writers and put out a shitty product.
Well,
most people are desperate
what's funny is,
for
like,
attention.
you look at someone like Sydney Sweeney, right? She is
hot as fuck.
well, she's hot as fuck, but she
Yeah.
also goes out of her way to try to just be entertaining, right? And I've talked to her before, and it's look, I'm not going to say where she leans politically, but I will
We all
say
know.
that
She has
No,
kids.
because
she has kids, right? Doesn't she
I think
have
people will be
kids?
surprised. No, she
I
doesn't
don't
have any
know.
kids, but she just wants to entertain, and you'd be surprised how many people just want to entertain and do
When
their
you're
job.
hot, when you're fucking 5'3",
Yeah,
fucking
and
have
not be
giant
part of
tits
this
and
political
hot.
shit, right? It's Hollywood that brings in the political shit. It's not the actors, it's not the, and believe me, even the actors who pretend to be like woke and all that shit, they're really not. Like they do that because
Remember
they're
that girl who
Asian.
interviewed her? That girl who interviewed her and like made her like, it was such an ugly woman. It was like such an ugly, like dumpy woman.
It's totally like fabricated. It's manufactured, right? And a lot of times what happens with the talent is their PR people tell them they have to answer a certain way, right?
Mhm.
So Sydney Sweeney, man, she get way more credit than she gets because her people tell her to be woke and she doesn't do it.
Look, she's hot because she's so
She
fucking
doesn't do
hot.
it.
Like, look at that girl. She is so fucking hot. Like, she's like,
She is so hot, yeah. I mean, and that's
those are her,
undeniable.
like, those are her natural boobs. Who want the big? Like,
I'm
she's
telling
just,
you,
like,
like her and
fucking
Hillary Duff
hot.
are like on my simplest, okay? Like
Hillary Duff too. Oh my God, she is looking.
Was
Hillary
it-
Duff is fucking
Really?
amazing.
Was Was she was it Sydney Sweeney in a teeth movie where vagina had teeth or whatever? Like
I think that was that wasn't Megan Fox. That was the other blonde that Sydney Sweeney was just in a movie with, right?
Wait, which one?
That movie
but
Teeth.
she's
Oh
been
my
around for
god.
a minute and she's had a family. Like she's
Yeah.
actually like
Oh, Teeth,
normal
yes.
and like
I'm trying to think. Hold on.
that's the problem with all of us like millennial-ish age women. They all are boomer moms especially, and
Oh, that's
society pushed on us like, oh, family's terrible. And it's like, no, family is the most important thing in the world. Why would you like you can have a job and have a family? Like they've like made it
Yes.
so weird and like
There
it's
is
bizarre
absolutely
what
nothing wrong with
happened.
having a family.
No one told me to
You
have
should
a
actually have
family.
it when you're younger
or to
because
not
your
have a
body's better
family.
for it.
But also having a family doesn't even mean having children. It just means that you and your
Yeah, I know
your
kids
person
are
Yeah.
are not for me.
I've been auntie for life. My sisters are way older than me. They were having kids when I was like, I don't want to do that. I should have had my own kids, but whatever, I didn't. But I still like believe family is the most important thing in the world.
I'm
I will never
the same
tell
way.
people to be like, no,
I am the
you should
I'm
be
the
a
best
fucking feminist. Like, no.
I'm the best uncle in the world. Like I love my nephews
Yeah.
and my nieces, and I just
I
didn't
totally
I didn't
should
need to have
have,
kids.
but
Guys,
because you
it
were
is
like
time for
doing
cat
other, you
cow.
know what you were doing those other important things, and that's how I was too. It was always like it wasn't that I think family is bad, which is that what the feminists teach. They're like,
No,
they
I'm
teach
all for family. I just
bad.
knew that I was not meant to be a father. That's all.
Yeah, I
that's
think
how
for
I
me,
was.
I think I just never really wanted kids, and everybody said, "Oh, it'll come," and it just never came. I don't know.
Well, it's not too late for you. It's not too late for you.
I mean, look, it's not, but
That's what I say.
Oh.
Before COVID happened, I'm like because like COVID happened when I was like 36, and I was the most healthy. I was so healthy. I was like, if I had been like at that point in my life, but my man was fixed already, and I was like, but I should have fucking had a kid. But I've been able all my life to help my friends with kids. I've been able to help them with their babies, and you know what I mean. Then I fight for
Yeah,
other
no, I
people's
get
kids.
that.
So like, there is like, you
Because
don't
I
have to
feel like
be
if I were going to
sad
have kids,
about
it would have happened a long time ago.
especially being black. No offense, but like,
And it didn't happen. So, hey, you know what? To be a 50-year-old black man with no kids,
you're
I
50?
mean,
Wow.
I know I'm 50. I am an old ass man. I know.
My man's 58. You ain't old.
Really?
Yeah.
58. Wow. Okay.
yeah, 50 is not old.
Yeah.
50 is not
No.
old.
Okay.
Not
So I don't feel
anymore.
as old anymore. So okay.
Guys,
No,
we gotta do
don't.
cat
He's
cow.
like a
we have hit cat cow.
Oh well, here we go. Here we go.
What we're
That's
gonna
a
do
dog.
now, I really have to talk through this a lot because this is the only way I get away with it. So, guys, we're doing yoga.
That's what
Here is
yeah,
the money
baby.
shot right here.
So, what you're gonna do when you get into this position. Now, this is called tabletop position. And what you're going
In
to do when
yoga?
you do this, it's called tabletop position in
Yeah.
yoga. If you're a man, you have to be really careful. You have to watch your balls.
Very much so.
Yeah, because they can pinch. Like,
Yes.
they can pinch. So
Really
what you're
big,
gonna
they can
do
hang.
is you're going to arch your back. This is the cat part of it. 'Cause you
Cat.
know, like when cats
Are you
get
in
mad
cat
and they
cows? Are you in
yes,
cat
and
cows?
then they down into the cow portion of the stretch. It's a full body stretch. It stretches your
I love
lower
this
back.
shit. I love this shit.
Your
I mean, this is why
your
we're all here.
lats,
This is why we're all here.
glutes, hamstrings.
Yeah, cat cow is actually very good. Everybody should do a couple cat cows before they sleep every night.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's absolutely.
Even
you're
though
right.
all the fucking yoga people fell for the COVID shit, that was a problem with that. Broke my heart. But like all these yoga people fell for the COVID shit. But you can do it yourself, just like she's
You
doing.
can do it yourself. Just do it yourself. Yeah. And when you do, I swear to God, every single time I do this on stream, I get
Guys,
so
as a straight
sleepy.
man, I'm
It's
telling
such a
you,
like small piece of fat.
I understand everything you're feeling right now watching this.
We all love it.
Yep.
I saw her she put her butt in the air in a clip the other night. I'm like, did you fart or what did you do?
We're
No,
stretching.
this is what guys
Stretching.
screenshot right here.
This
Yeah.
is there are a few clips of this. There are a few screenshots out there. We've done this with nothing on the spicy site. Speaking
Oh,
of
there
which,
you go.
Valentine's Day stream. 9 p.m. Eastern. Ugh.
Oh, what are you doing on Valentine's
Point
Day?
is, fellas, look, there's very few women worth subbing to. Zia's one of them. Sub to her.
Thank you.
She's realistic. You have to
Yeah.
be realistic.
You guys are
And
very
you're talking to
sweet.
a guy who has been, like I said, to the Playboy Mansion many times. So she is up
And
there.
I've
with
lived a
those
crazy ass
women.
life too. Like I haven't had to work in 16 years. I didn't have to get breast implants or anything like that. But like, you know, like you can be hoochie a little bit and it's fine.
Be a little hoochie. Yeah, I like a little hoochie. I respect a girl who's a little hoochie.
Oh, of course.
I had a sparkler up my ass before I ran for office. I ran for fucking city council and there was a video of the sparkler.
But,
up my
you know,
fucking ass.
so
I
here's the
love
weird
that
thing for
so much.
here's the weird thing for me, right? Like
So
I
great.
have a lot of friends who are in the industry, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
the adult industry, and
me too.
I have this weird thing though, where once I am friends with someone who is part of that industry, I can no longer look at their material anymore because I feel weird about it, right? Like because I'm friends with them and I can't look at them that way anymore, right? Like it's a weird thing for me.
No,
right?
I
Like,
understand exactly what you're
respect-
saying.
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's a
That's
weird
Yeah.
thing. Like
respectful
once I know you and once I'm friends with you, like I can no longer like simp or lust for you anymore because now it's weird.
Yeah.
Now it's
I know
weird,
what you
so.
mean. I know what you mean.
I-
Yeah,
I'm
I
still
feel
gonna
the
lust
exact
for
same
you,
way.
Zia. Also lust
Oh,
for you.
thank
So.
you. But I do know what verbal means because I have a lot of friends in the industry as well. And there is something where you're like, oh, you're my friend now.
Yeah, and
That
it's like
part
this
of it just kind of
disconnect
shuts
where it's
off.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
it's
we can
so
you can
true.
separate that in general. You can separate that the sexual.
It doesn't
side
stop me from thinking they're very, very hot. It just turns off the like, I would
yeah,
bang
like
you
there's a
part.
disconnect. Like
Your,
there's like
and your
a
boobs look great because those are newer boobs, right?
Thank you. They are. Yeah, these are only 2 years old. These are my 2-year-old boobies.
They look great
They-
though for your because it
Thank
doesn't. I was
you.
friends with so many people who had them. Some people they looked awful on, right? Because like they were
Yeah.
so skinny. Like if I had gotten, them, they would look awful on me, but they look great on you. Like
well, it
Thank
also depends on
you.
who does them, right? Like I mean, there's certain
Yes.
it's your
doctors.
anatomy.
Surgeon.
Yeah, it's your doctor. It's your
Yeah,
anatomy.
certain doctors
are
There's
really
so much
good.
that plays into it.
It's true.
I'm
and I
just too
definitely
lazy where I'm
think
like, I thought I would when I was like, oh, I'll turn 50 and I'll get some big gigantic boobs one day. But then I'm like, I can come from my nipples, so I'm not gonna fucking mess with that.
But
shit.
Yeah,
it really does depend on the doctor because like I have told friends of mine, female
Yes.
friends who, you know, have thought about doing it. I'm like, look, here's the thing. At the end of the day, not every
they
doctor
look
is built
different
the
on
same.
everyone. They look different
Yeah.
on everyone. I feel
Some
like.
doctors are better than others, and you
Yeah.
got to be very careful who you get your implants from. So
you really do.
Like I had so many
They're-
friends who are skinny like me, and you could see the ripples in the bags. And I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
see,
"Ugh, I
that's
don't really
bad.
like that."
I have a
But,
little
like,
bit of rippling. I do actually, like a little bit in here because mine are
we
over the
can't see it
muscle.
I
Yeah,
can't see
it's you can sort of see it like on this side a little bit. It's
But it's supposed to be
But they
better
look
over
good,
the
though.
muscle,
I've seen
right?
bad ones.
Yeah.
Yours look good.
But
so
it's
these
supposed to be
are-
it's supposed to be better over the muscle.
Yeah,
right?
so these are over their muscle. My first set was under the muscle, and that was a disaster for me. They bottomed
Right.
out, which means they slipped out
Yeah,
of the
everyone
pocket.
has
My
to do like
nipples were
3
like
sets
up
of them.
here.
Everyone has
Yeah,
to do
this
like
is my
3
second
sets of
set.
them eventually.
Yeah, I know
Wow.
it's true. And I'm probably going to downsize when I do eventually retire from the adult industry as well, just because I'm so active. I love working out. I love hiking and stuff. And sometimes, and while I like these, and I think they came out very nicely, they are very large, especially when I'm like, you know, when I put a bra on, they're
What size-
very,
Can I
they're
ask what
really
size
big.
they are? Can I
They're a
ask what size they are?
32 freaking triple D.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they're
what like some of my
huge.
girlfriends they all got. They're the ones they turned out with for 32 triple D basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know any of my female friends who got lower than a D cup.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Unless you're
I
one of
agree,
those
boob
weirdo
talk.
women who are like, we're gonna do those giant ones for porn, like those giant ones.
you know
like,
what's crazy? You know what's
That's a
crazy about that
lot.
though
Those are a
is
lot.
I have a friend who he's a plastic surgeon and he's kind of like one of these high end like Beverly Hills plastic surgeons.
Did you
And
botch?
he
Was
told
he
me-
one of the botch surgeons?
Well, yes. And I'm not gonna say which one, but He told me
I
that
love
there
him.
was a woman that they literally had to tell her, if you go any bigger, you're gonna die. Right? Like you're going to
Holy
die.
shit.
Like you cannot go bigger than what you are
I
right
love
now.
that
Because
show. I love the botch guys because they would tell
she's
these
already
people, like,
gotten
they would
like
always have a
she's already a
crazy
slice
tranny
S.
on. Yeah, you can't like.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. She's already a size
All
F,
these
and she
people.
wants to go bigger.
I've seen boobs like that too before, where they're like that, and they're like the size of fucking melons. It's
And they're like, you
You can
cannot
see
go
their
any
like
bigger
you can see
without
the all
fucking
like
dying.
veins and stuff. Like you can
It's-
like.
See,
it's not
I don't get that at
healthy.
all, man. Like, look,
I don't like
ladies,
it.
ladies who are watching this, look, anything bigger than a handful is too much, right? If it's
Mhm.
bigger than a handful, it's too much, right? So
But I
if
also
you're like
get
talking like,
I'm not. I get wanting like I would totally have gotten boobs in my life, but I didn't need to. I never have. Like, I'm like,
yeah,
if I'm 60,
but
No
bigger
point.
than
if
a
I'm
D cup
60
is
and I never
insane.
have to like have surgery to stay alive, maybe I'll pop some big ones in. Maybe.
Yeah, no, these are definitely, I like them very much. I don't regret getting them, but I do think that at some point in the future, when I retire, I'm probably going to downsize a little bit.
But
Like,
you're
I just-
supposed
I-
to after a handful of years, right? Because my
Yeah,
old business
well-
partner, I remember his wife had hers for like 30 years, and we were like,
Mhm.
like I don't know if they're safe anymore. Like
They are theoretically, especially these. Theoretically, the newer ones. My surgeon was like, you might have to replace them, but there's a good chance you won't. Like, you could just live the rest
It's
of your
better.
life.
It's
Are
better
they
now.
silicone?
Sorry.
Are they silicone?
Yeah. Silicone. I
Okay.
actually have my first set here. Hold on.
I've
they
never
are.
had any.
Oh wow.
This is just exactly what it is. It's a
What was
very
your first ones?
squishy. Yeah, this was my first set. They were
And
a
some
bit
people it works
smaller.
out so great on, like your
Trip
body, like
out.
it works out great on your body. Where if like if I had gotten it, you would like I'm so skinny here that you would have like fucking seen the bumps on the like it just wouldn't have looked good on me. So I just never did it. Plus, I got a man to pay for my life anyway, so I was like, all right. we're good.
You're like, I don't need boobs. What do I need these
I don't
for?
need it.
Yeah, mine were definitely.
But
a work
I've never
process.
been against it. If as an adult,
But also, Forest Mommy, if your man is an ass man, then it doesn't really matter.
and I
It
got
doesn't matter
ass.
at all.
I got
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, you know,
Listen,
because
I'm
look,
Sicilian, so I'm a
it's
little
one or
bit-
the other.
I'm a little bit black. I'm a little.
It's
bit
one or
black
the
and
other. It's
Sicilian.
either
A
the
little
ass
bit
or
black.
tits, right? So if your man is an ass man, then it doesn't matter. If your man's a
It's
tits
true.
I'm
man,
not like athletic and skinny. Like it
Yeah.
is what it is.
There's a pot for every lid. There are people who love literally
And I
every
never
body
judged
type.
it. Like I've never,
Nope.
as an adult, if you want to fucking do it, who the fuck cares? But they're telling young girls as soon as 15, which I never had boobs at 15. I've still never had
No.
boobs. They're telling
Oh,
these
no,
girls to
like-
cut their
like in
fucking
LA?
tits off.
like in
They're
LA,
telling
like
girls to cut their
high
tits
school
off.
girls are getting fucking breast implants.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And they're saying it's not happening. It's not happening. Yes, it fucking is. It is.
Oh, it
fucking
absolutely
happening
is.
to
Are you kidding
minors.
me? Especially because breast implants are getting cheaper. Then yeah, girls are getting them earlier. So
Yeah, it's a very
And
reasonable.
they get,
Yeah,
and
I
young
would say
girls
wait.
get sexualized. When young girls have
Wait.
boobs, they get sexualized, and then they're more
Yeah.
in that weird where they've probably been sexualized by a man, and they don't like it, and they don't understand how to deal with it. And then this fucking liberal school counselor comes and says, "Well, we can cut your tits off," and then they do.
No.
Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, man?
Um,
Ugh.
speaking of taxes, because that's where that was going. Billy for 10. Billy, thank you so much. When Zia says she wants her taxes to go to the vets, she means socialized medicine for raccoons. Yes. Yes. The answer to that is yes. I would like to make sure the raccoons are taken care of. And if you also want to rehome some of them into my home, that would also be fine. Thank you.
but also raccoons are trash pandas. So I
They're
mean,
trash pandas. They're
Yeah,
the
they can
cutest
suck,
little
but they're
trash
also very
pandas
cute.
ever.
They are very cute, but they can. fuck
they
too.
are. I
They're
mean,
cute.
but hey, but raccoons are kind of dangerous, man. Like those motherfuckers, like they will fight
They'll rip
you.
your house
Yeah.
apart, even if they're domesticated. They'll rip your fucking house apart.
Yeah, they'll fight
Yeah,
you. So I mean,
they're mischievous little fuzzy creatures, and I
Because
just
they have
love them.
opposable thumbs, unlike cats. They have opposable thumbs. So.
They eat like this. They wash their food. I love that pic. That video of the raccoon. He's trying to wash his cotton candy in the water before he eats it, and it just it disappears, and he looks so sad. And he's like, "Where did my raccoon go?"
I would
My
never
cotton
fuck with a
candy.
raccoon ever.
No, but if I found a baby, I'm taking it home with me. It's mine. It's my raccoon.
Yeah, I found a baby in Wisconsin one time, and it was the cutest thing ever. But then I called the DNR, and they came and took it. But whatever, they're so cute.
I would keep it. John Roberts, thank you so much for the golden bird. John Roberts, you know what's so funny? It came up as question mark, double exclamation point. But I know that had to have been cat face, cow face, double exclamation point. I know it in my head. I mean, in my head, in my heart. Well, in my head. Thank you so much. Thank you. Cat face, cow face, double exclamation point. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. My brain is officially shutting down. It has been a long week. K-Max also.
Hot. It's fine. It's fine.
Thank you. I started a business class this week, and it just has been like, and then I had the business class right before my stream on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, I went into the city to record my podcast, but that's like a 3.5 hour each way drive. So it's like a 7-hour round trip, and we record a few episodes at a time. And then
thank you for being hot and being like not retarded, like not figure, like you know what I mean?
You.
Like that's what we need is like you look at
I try my best.
All the leftists are weirdest, like they make themselves ugly and like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Zia is unapologetically hot.
Thank you.
Which I
So
appreciate.
nice.
We
So
need
you guys
that
are so nice
shit
to me. I
in
love you
life,
guys.
especially for the red pill losers too, because they don't get it. But
Oh, the red pill weirdos! Those people trip me out so much.
Don't get me started.
I
man.
know. We can't go down that
I have a
rabbit
life
hole.
way
I
better
have
than
had-
any of them have, and I'm always like,
I have
fuck
gone
you.
off on Fresh and Fit and Sneeko and all those guys
they're
like
so
Andrew
so
Tate.
And
sick.
they're gay as hell. They're gay.
They are
as
gay
hell.
as fuck. Nick Fuentes, all of them. I'm sorry.
Or Andrew
know what
Wilson
they
having
do?
the whatever podcast. When whatever podcast started coming around, I was like, oh my god, this is a thing. And then all the information come out about Andrew Wilson and Rachel Wilson. I'm like, you guys aren't even fucking like.
But you know
Just
what's weird
admit it.
about
Just
the
admit
red
it.
pill
Say,
guys is that this was all born out, and I've done videos on this. This is all born out of the pickup artist community, right? Like
Yeah.
back in the early
Yeah.
2000s.
Negging women.
Yes, this was all born out of that, and they've taken it to such a crazy level that like
Just
it's not
admit
even
it.
help.
Like, just admit it.
It's not even helpful
Admit-
for
Andrew
guys to
Wilson,
listen
just
to.
admit
You
you're
know what
not
I mean? Like,
fucking trad as fuck.
yeah. I cannot stand a red pill community at all.
Yeah, no, me neither. I can't stand it. And the thing that annoys me the most about that Fresh and Fit podcast is they purposely bring on a bunch of idiots and be
They're
like,
pimping
see?
these girls out. They're pimping
Yes.
those girls out, basically.
They bring a bunch of retarded hot girls, but they're dumb.
They're dumb as fuck. Yeah.
They're so dumb. They're hot, and they're
Yeah.
you know what, but they're smart enough to make money using their hotness, and good on them for that. But that being said, they're not intelligent people typically, so they bring on these idiots so they can sit there and make clips that makes it look like they're owning them. Oh my god! Okay,
It's pimps
And
in its own way.
It's
totally
exactly what
pimping in
they're
its own
doing.
way, in my opinion.
We do also
Especially
have
with
two
Andrew
from
Wilson
K-Max.
with this Rachel Wilson, and like fuck you. Just to be honest about your life. Just be honest about your life and say, hey, I got this bitch pregnant on her third marriage.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's not the greatest
Andrew
thing
Wilson
ever,
has
but, like-
no room to talk about anybody, man. Like,
I know. Remember then that lesbian brought that up to him, like he like freaked out, and I'm like, just be honest about it, bro. Just be like, but he couldn't.
Just
those kind
say
of dudes.
Just say you do it. I know. I agree. And K-Max actually just said he brought this exact topic up. But I do want to read both of yours, K-Max. Thank you so much for both Golden Boys. The first one says, is there any financial goal for Forest Mommy to participate with Zia and Cat Cow or anything else? She took her jacket off.
there you go.
Yes. And so you
I
get
don't
to
have
see
a bra on
shoulders,
either, everybody. I
Look
don't
at that.
have a bra on.
shoulders, collarbone, and no bra. Boom.
I'm
Look at
almost
the
42, motherfuckers. So
Thank you. Thank you. You are the best. You are the best.
Yeah, sorry guys. The eye candy is on both sides of me, right? Like nothing
and
in
that,
nothing
it's a
in the
funny
middle.
thing too, because I love breast implants too. Like I'm not against it at all, you know what I mean? But I'm also like, just be who you like. It's so fun. Like I like who I am
Do
as a
what
person
makes
because I
you
don't.
happy.
Yes.
Yeah, like I said, if I don't have to have a surgery to stay alive by the time I'm
Don't do it.
50, let's
Yeah.
pop some fucking big motherfuckers in here. I don't care. Like just pop them in.
Why
Like
not?
who
Why
gives a
not?
shit, you know? But I'll probably have to have a surgery to stay alive at that point. So
I know. I wonder if I'm ever going to need a surgery to stay alive. I still have my appendix. It's in there. So I think about it
And you're
sometimes. I'm like, is
healthy.
this little
You're
fucker
healthy
going to go
overall.
off?
You guys are
You're
so
healthy,
fucking
yeah.
young, man. I'm hearing you guys, and I'm like, I will probably be well dead before you guys need any of these surgeries. So
Verbal Riot, you act like you're like, you and Frank do this all the time. Anytime I hear, even when Annette Benning, no,
How old are you, Verbal?
I am 51, turning 52 this month.
Yeah, to me,
So-
that's still young. Like
What
anytime
year
I
were you
hear,
born then? What year were you born?
74.
okay, yeah,
My man's 70.
Verbal Riot,
67.
you were younger than my dad. You are still young.
Oh, he's younger
Well,
than your
that's
dad?
encouraging to know.
I'm telling you.
No,
like-
you know, it's funny because I tell guys all the time, like, I don't date women under 30, right? Just because I just feel like, you know, I try to stay age appropriate, like with the women I date.
When you've
and-
been
Maybe you
married
don't have anything in
before.
common.
You've been married
Well, and,
before.
and I've been married
Yeah.
before, so like, yeah. I mean, I try to stay age appropriate because I know too many guys my age who go for younger women, and I'm like, guys, you don't know what the fuck you're getting into, right?
Those
Young,
were-
these young
smarter,
girls
younger-
are
like,
crazy.
I
out
was
here,
a younger
man.
woman. I was
Yeah.
a younger woman, obviously.
These young girls
but,
out,
like, I've been on my
these young girls
own
out
for
in
a
the street are
decade. and-
crazy, bruh. Like, just stick to your age, man, or
Yeah.
around your age.
Yeah, I don't have
Or
any issues
if you
with
go
age yet.
younger, make sure
but-
she's like a smart younger, like a
Yeah,
like,
make sure
Yeah,
she's not fucking
yeah.
insane.
Yeah. I think it's one of those
I
things
never
where
knew I
I was,
wanted a rich older man, and then I got one, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
now you're like, this is the best.
I never
This is
knew
the
that because I was
best.
like, I was raised amazingly with a great mom and dad, but my mom was a boomer mom who went back to work and all this shit, and like was all like a money obsessed. So I went back to work, or I went to work. I moved out and went to work and was broke for like 10 years, and then like I met a man, and it was like, you don't have to work if you don't have debt, and I was like, oh, shit. all
There you
right,
go.
like,
No,
like,
hey, you know what? And honestly, like, bless you for it. I mean, I see.
Yeah,
I don't have
because,
no choice as a man. As a fucking
they
man, I have
gave
to
all
be
the
the
people my
provider.
age
So.
$200,000 worth of school debt for nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, or like whatever.
God.
Like it was like, and I was
Actually,
like,
no.
I don't want.
That is true. It's true. Everybody went to school and got into all of this debt and then had a really hard time getting jobs. And
then
now
my
it's
man
funny,
was
all
like,
of
you don't
the
have any
things.
debt, and I was like, no, I have no debt. And he's like, sweet, you don't have to work ever again. And I was like,
That's so nice.
Like
That's so nice.
I have,
Yeah,
but like I
they-
don't have to. But
yeah, if you want to. But yeah, they definitely did this thing where they were looking down on trade. It was like, you better go to college or you're gonna end up a road worker,
and
a
all the
plumber,
blue
a
collar
garbage man, or
people are
whatever.
who have all the money now. All the blue
There-
collar people
yes.
have the money.
Oh
now.
Turns
my
out
God. Like,
having
honestly,
real, legitimate, real life skills are kind of important and
if,
can make you.
if you're an electrician or like a handyman
Yes.
or a plumber, you are
Anything
making
like
big
that.
money. Like you
Yes.
That's
are
what-
the
that's
ones
what
making
Mr.
the big
Forest
money.
Mommy does.
Yes.
He was a fireman for a while, but they always like moonlighted as general contractors and shit. And I was raised with blue collar work too.
Mhm.
But like I haven't had to work in 16 years because if you
It's
don't have
insane.
debt, if you're not an idiot and you don't have like stupid debt, right? A little
Yeah.
bit, whatever, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
But
a
like
little
you don't
credit
have,
card
and
here
like
and
he
there.
makes so much fucking money because you keep the world running. They keep the fucking world running. And
Yeah, it
like,
turns
telling
out
you,
we kinda need
all,
those
all these
people.
people majoring in all these stupid fucking like majors in college. If you just like dump all that, right, instead of spending $75,000 a year going, or a semester going to like USC or some of these other schools, if you just like became a fucking plumber, you would be
An
making so much money.
apprentice. Sarah's friends.
Yes.
And all these boomer
You would make
women
so
were like,
much
"Oh,
money.
blue collar's evil. Blue collar, you should look down on blue
No,
collar." Well, guess who's
fuck
running
that.
the fucking world now? Is the
If I could
Uh-huh.
do it all over again, I would be a
Yep.
fucking electrician.
Yep.
yes.
Honestly, I would learn how to lay tile. I still think about that sometimes. I know that's kind of weird, but I
anything
think
like
it's so
that.
interesting.
Anything
Yeah, and
that
it's
this is what I tell these
Great
comedies.
skill to
I'm like,
have.
my dad for the last like 15 years of his working life washed windows in Castle Pines. And all these people
Oh,
would
there you
pay
go,
him
yeah.
so much money to fucking
Yeah.
wash his windows. And like it was
Yep.
low overhead. It was nothing.
It's
money,
crazy,
and he would
man.
make
It's
and he would get to sit,
and
my
people are
dad would
going
go
into
and like
debt.
sit to, and my dad
People are
would sit
going
there
into
and talk
debt
with the
going to these
housewives.
colleges,
My
man.
dad
And
would
it's
sit
like
and talk with the
there's no benefit of this, right? Like there's no like good outcome of this. Like the people I knew who went to college back when I was going to college are still paying off their student debt to this day.
I never went.
It's crazy. No, I didn't go to college
But
either.
I also knew there was nothing
mean,
I
I
would
did,
like.
but I
There was
graduated.
nothing that would have mattered for me. Like I wasn't going to be a fucking lawyer
Well,
or doctor.
When I was in college, I
Right,
was studying
same.
film, and I'm like, why am I studying film when I could just go out and do
You
it?
got a job. You're a job where you're
Yeah.
getting paid to do shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Even when I was
And
full
to
charge bookkeeper.
legitimately keep the world running.
I became a bookkeeper out of high school, and I was like, and then I went back.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
oh, I should get my associates of accounting, whatever. And then I'm like, I'm getting paid money to do this. Like it was such a it was a weird thing. And then if I would have, and I tried to get a credit card when I was like in my early 20s, and they wouldn't give me a credit card because I had overdrawn my bank account. But they would have given me fucking $200,000 of fucking school debt. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
absolutely.
Like it's,
Yeah,
Oy,
with
oy,
no
oy.
hesitation.
They're like, no problem. You have to pay this all back, and we're gonna give you a bunch of interest.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Jeez. K-Max, I did want to get to your second one too. K-Max, thank you so much. I read it in my head, but I haven't read it out loud yet because we did bring this up a little bit. Another 10 from K-Max. K-Max, thank you, thank you, thank you. He said, did it not surprise this panel that Sarah Stock and Elijah Schaefer went religious, then revealed an affair and abortion? I didn't know about that part. I always thought whoever morally judges others publicly ends up hiding their own skeletons. Did it not surprise
Yes.
you? It never surprises me.
No.
Never.
Never.
And I'll be honest, like I don't know. I still don't even know much about Elijah Schaefer. I know like the bare minimum, but
I blocked him years ago because I thought he was
Yeah,
so stupid.
but
I
here's the
thought he was-
problem with him is I am friends with Sydney. And the things I've heard about
Oh, the
him were
Australian girl? The Australian girl?
Yeah.
yeah,
They had a
the
show
things I heard
together
about
for a
him were
while,
never
right?
good.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he's an asshole.
He's a
Oh,
dork. He wanted to be
really?
famous so he could be a fucking cokehead and do that shit.
Wow.
Which
Yeah.
is like, don't be around those people.
Really? So you and yeah, I have to agree with you 100% Forest Mommy. And that's so interesting. You know what? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised. They did a show together for a while too, right? Like
Yeah,
a
she was
couple years.
she was a part of that show.
Yeah.
And he was a creep, right? Like he was, a lot of sexual
A
harassment.
lot of these people who
stuff
try
like
to be
that.
influencers, I feel, are like,
Yeah.
they just want to be dorky cokeheads and shit because they couldn't do it on their own. Just be a cokehead on your own.
Dorky
Like, I don't
cokehead.
know. Like,
So none of that surprises me. It's like, yeah.
no.
Yeah. So you knew you had the inside track on that. So you're just like,
Well,
yeah,
he was
this
a
is I've been
dork.
told.
He was a total
Yeah.
dork. Like he wasn't like he
Like a
wasn't
cool
even
kid?
like anything like Charlie or anything. Like he was like, which half of them are like dorks too, but like
Yeah.
Elijah, what did he do? What did he do? Like what was
Yeah, I know. Again, I know like very, very little about him, but I'm agree with K-Max that pretty much any time someone acts like they're, morally superior and judges other people, they do have crazy skeletons in their closet, and they're always end up, the people up there being, preaching all of this shit and then doing coke, having abortions, and cheating on their spouses. I'm just like, okay, you're not better than anyone else. So how about you shut the fuck up now?
while she was making her man wait for sex. While she was making her man wait for sex too. Like what the fuck? Like
Wait, she was also
Like,
doing that?
no, but she'd made her man who she got married to wait for sex while she was having
Oh.
sex with Elijah, apparently.
Oh no, I
Come
didn't know
on.
that. That's
I'm
horrible.
I'm sure she would have if Elon Musk would have wanted to get her pregnant. She would have done
Probably.
that too, I'm sure. So.
I mean,
yeah.
That's why I tell these people, I'm like, all these people who try to be like that,
I mean,
just assume they're like that.
if you want the
Just
real
assume
dirt
they're
on
like
that guy, man, fucking Milo is the guy because Milo fucking has all the dirt.
Really?
He came out right away.
Yeah.
Milo came out right away.
Wait, is it okay? Because someone in chat, where did I see that? I swear I just read that. Oh, Elijah was apparently gay into twinks. Is that some of the dirt too that Milo might know?
Yes.
I'm sure if he was
Yes.
like coke and doing meth, I'm sure.
Look at Milo's
he did
recent
meth,
tweets.
especially.
Yes, he goes all in.
Wow.
All these dorks try to get into that position to be like that, and that's the problem. We have all these people who are like trying to lead the like thoughts, but they're like these losers who are so desperate for that shit, and they're like not. You can't handle it like us cool people. Like
Yeah, we gotta be.
handle
It's
that
because
shit. You know what I mean?
we're
Like
cool.
I don't know. Yeah, like there's something like difference between the honesty and then the like pushing.
But
I don't know
there's
how to
also the
explain it, but, like,
overcompensation, right? Like I feel like there's guys who overcompensate way too much. Like
Yes.
again, and I hate to keep bringing these people up, but like Fresh and Fit, like Myron Gaines is gay as fuck, right?
Yeah.
He's gay as fuck.
He's gay as
And he
fuck.
tries to pretend he's
He's
not.
gay as. Do you know Tree?
Yeah.
Do you know Tree?
Oh yeah, I love Tree.
I love
Tree's amazing.
I don't mean her, but
Tree is like savage,
he is
dude.
gay as fuck. I love
Yeah,
Tree.
Tree goes off.
Me and
dude.
Tree were on Chrissy the other like a couple weeks ago. We were having so much fun because me and her get along so well. Because I'm
Great.
like, she calls out these.
Oh yeah, no,
fuckers
she
who
goes
do
off,
this
and
shit,
I
where you're
love
like,
Tree. Her and Brittany Venti, man, like go off on these dudes. So it's like,
Yeah, Brittany Venti's great with that too. I love it. I love it.
just call it out. Be honest about who you
Mhm.
are, and like you can be honest about who you
Mhm.
are. You're not perfect. You're not whatever, but you can call out this like, shut the fuck up, Myron Gaines.
Yeah.
You're bringing these fucking girls on your podcast. When that whatever podcast started showing up, I knew for a fucking fact. I'm like, this is a psyop. This is a fucking psyop.
Has
well,
to be.
well, the what I look, I'm really, really good friends with Anna, that Star Wars girl, and when she told me
Love
about
Anna too.
her experience on the whatever podcast, I was like, okay, these guys are full of shit. Like,
Oh,
these
that's
guys are
right. I
absolutely
forgot
full
she
of
went
shit.
on.
yeah, no, they treated her so bad. Like it was,
Of course.
yeah,
They're pimps. They're
Yeah.
pimps themselves, bringing these girls on to make money off of them. Like I said, Andrew
Oh, yeah.
Wilson, he got Rachel Wilson pregnant while she was still married with her fucking second
Which is
husband, her
crazy.
third, and then Andrew's her third baby daddy. This is all little Tree's information, but like
Crazy.
you can't pretend. Just don't pretend at that point. Just say, hey. Like that's how I am. I'm like, I'm not a perfect person. There's nudes of me all the
but that's
fucking
my
over.
problem with the red pill
Literally
guys,
find my
man. It's
fucking
like they
nudes.
try to
I don't
pretend like
care.
they're these experts when it comes to women, and these guys are all fucking simps themselves. I mean, like they try to pretend like
Yeah, and I grew up with men like that in the like with Christian religious community.
Yeah.
I grew up with men where I'm like, you guys aren't just chill. Just chill the fuck.
And it sucks because I know some religious people who are really, really lovely, just regular, totally normal people who just believe in God and are spiritual or
But they're
whatever.
making a bad name
And they're
for them.
making a bad
And
name for
it's-
those people who are perfectly lovely, perfectly normal, accepting people. So like I think it's so silly.
no, I agree.
Yeah, Verbal, I saw that. I'm
You
feeling
look really
it.
hot. You look really hot.
You guys are
today.
so
You look like
sweet.
you're just sitting there looking hot. We're like,
Oh,
whoa.
you guys are amazing. This has been a ridiculously fun stream.
You're how tall did you say? You're 5'3"?
Yeah, I thought I was 5'2" my entire life, and then recently I went to the doctor and they measured me, and I was 5'3", and I was like, "What?" I was like so excited for that 1 extra inch.
Maybe the boobs. Yeah, the boobs made you
boobs.
taller.
You're like thank God I'm not a midget.
I know. Oh, Blood of Heroes also.
But she's proportionate.
Before-
She's so proportionate because, like,
That
yeah,
is true.
you're perfect.
Okay, wait. Before we end the
And you
stream,
got ass too.
we gotta do squats because Blood of Heroes got us because squats. Blood of Heroes, thank you so friggin' much.
Squats are important. That's what I do.
Important. I did squats. When did I do squats last? Oh my god. Tuesday I did squats. 150. We're getting there. Okay.
Yeah, you can do. It's easy to do like squats through the day. Just do a handful during the day. That's what I do.
I don't mind I'm doing body weight squats, but I'm trying to grow the butt. So I'm trying to add as much weight as I can.
But
I
also,
don't know
you
how
don't need
much
to like.
more.
I've always been a.
How much more can you grow? I mean, that butt is
What?
pretty insane as it is. I mean,
Thank you. I'm still working on it.
It's all about like you should do your own body weight. That's what I've always done. I was yoga girl. I was like I never like did super weight. I did track and field and shit. So I had a big ass. And
I mean
big
that's
thighs,
like a
but
Sydney Sweeney level ass. So I mean,
she's perfect. She's
You guys are
perfect.
very sweet to me, and I love you, and thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm a heavy lifter.
I'd show my almost 42 ass, but it didn't look that good. So
I'm
not-
willing
again,
to
you
bet it
guys
looks
are
fucking great.
youngsters, man. You are young.
Do you know what though? As soon as I turned 40, because I was always super lean, I was just a lean, small-titted girl. I was an athlete. The minute I turned 40, it changed. It really does fucking
Oh,
change,
absolutely. Oh
man.
God,
Like,
yes. I
it's-
mean, once you hit us like 40s, it's
and also I became an alcoholic a little bit too, so that doesn't
look.
help. COVID happened.
If I didn't work out as much as I do at this age, like I would be a mess. So
Well, so what
I
happened?
used to work out up until COVID. And then COVID happened. All these asshole yoga teachers where I went to yoga, they all fell into that shit.
Oh, it was
I'm
sitting
like,
on the thing.
Ooh, look
I
at
mean,
that.
thank God I used to like
You should-
box and wrestle and all this other shit because otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not complaining how I look for.
No,
like,
you
I'm
look
not complaining, but
incredible.
your body does like. I was when COVID first happened. I was so angry. I got to 120 pounds when I was COVID, and I'm 5'8".
Wow, you're
I was
tall.
120 pounds.
Yeah, you are tall, 5'8".
But then
Jelly.
I am a little taller.
That's awesome.
And then but it was because I was so mad at everything that was fucking. I'd
hear
always
you.
been healthy and lean all my life, and then all these fucking yoga bitches were all falling for the COVID shit here. And
Oh,
I
that's right.
hired a girl to come to my house. And teach me my yoga class right now. And then later on, she went to do vaccine only classes and shit. I was like, oh, you fucking cunt. Fuck you.
I think for the
Ugh.
first 3 months of COVID, I definitely kind of let things go a little bit. But then after that, I was like, okay, look, I don't know how long this shit's going to last. And thankfully, like I kind of started getting back in shape
Long.
because like that shit lasted a long time in California. Like COVID lasted like 2 years longer in California than it did anywhere else. So
2 things in chat here for
In
you guys.
Colorado, too, we had a second lockdown in like October 2021 or something.
oh yeah,
it was
like we
just,
had like 2 or 3 lockdowns in California.
Yeah.
and these yoga teachers were like, well, we were just doing what we were told. And I'm like, fuck you, bitch. That's what the Nazis fucking said. Like, it's all right.
Couple things in chat to make
That's
you
what made
guys
me
feel
mad.
better. First of all, Frank said, Dante, I'm turning 60 this year. You are young.
Oh,
Putting
well,
stuff
thank
into
you. Shit.
perspective, right? And then Daniel Romano said, Forest Mommy, you're gorgeous and so hot. Don't let anyone tell you different. And he goes, she's taller than me, but I love taller women.
Oh yeah, no. Look, you guys are both hot. I am
shorter
the awkward old.
dudes. I'm like, shorter dudes.
I am the awkward old man
They'll
here
climb me
with
like
like
a-
2
like
hot young
a-
women. So I mean,
Yay!
I'm not that much
Going
younger,
into
but
sorry.
you know,
It has to happen. It has to happen.
we did the opposite Oreo tonight, at least.
This was
You know what though? I'm probably like 135, 140 right
That's
now.
still-
but
you're
I don't
still
fucking
that's
care.
very
It's fine.
trim and athletic.
especially for
5'8".
5'8". I mean,
I got to 120 when COVID
That's
happened. I was at 120, and
big.
I hadn't been at 120 since I was
130
in
at
6th grade,
5'8".
so I was
That's
like,
solid.
cool.
That's a great weight. I mean, that's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't have
Okay.
nothing to worry about, lady. Nothing. I wouldn't worry about
But the
nothing.
COVID shit fucked me up. The COVID shit fucked me up because I was so healthy and athletic, and then the COVID people like fucked me
Yeah,
up.
it was not being able to
man,
work
like-
out was horrible because I'm a heavy
And
lifter.
then I became an alcoholic, and that doesn't
Sitting
help at
inside
all,
doing
so-
nothing, it's hard. I am sober, so I can't do that. So I had to turn to baking and other things.
Are you totally
you
sober?
were one of those women who like started baking like
Good
rye
for
bread
you,
and shit, right?
girlfriend.
You know what? I never made bread. I have a bread machine now. Nick got me a bread machine for Valentine's Day last year because my mom had a bread machine, and it's a weird.
Bread machine's easy. Bread machine's
super easy. But that was the first time I've ever made bread.
It's not sourdough. It's not that whole sourdough starter.
Yeah, I knew like
shit,
so many
which is
women
a
who
lot.
just started baking bread all of a sudden.
No.
during COVID, so.
I've always loved baking, but for me, it's sweets. I love cookies and cakes and pies and pastries, like that kind of stuff. Oh God, it's my favorite. So I did that.
Well, you're doing
Never made
good.
bread.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
Yeah, the
Especially
hardest
if you're
thing I've
not, like,
ever
if
had
you're
to do.
sober, good for you. 'Cause I've been like halfway through a fucking box.
The
of
hardest
wine.
thing I ever had to do was like stop like sugar, eating sugar,
It's hard.
and it is so fucking hard, man. Like,
Sure.
like honestly, it was easier giving up.
'Cause
It was
bake
easier giving
too.
up weed, like alcohol, like all that shit is easy compared to like sugar.
Yeah, sugar is it does the
It hits something in your
Yeah,
But
brain.
it's very
it's also
similar to
in
drugs.
everything. Sugar is in everything.
Yeah, it really is. High fructose corn syrup's also in fucking everything.
Oh, that's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really avoid sugar, just I'm like everything in moderation, balance is key. I try to do the 80-20 thing. That being said, I do try to stay away from like high fructose corn syrup and things that are overly processed.
And bake your own shit. You bake your own stuff.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah, bake your own stuff. And if I'm gonna go to a bakery, it's gonna be kind of like I kind of like fancy bakeries. I'm a little bougie when it comes to my bakeries. So like stuff like that. But
And half the people who like, especially during COVID, half these people who like they were telling us we're unhealthy.
yeah.
And I was like, no,
Yeah.
I've been healthy all my life. I've been lean all my life. Like, don't you fucking tell me I'm unhealthy. So I like at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna
Oh,
drink
but
fucking shit. You know what I mean?
California was the
It's a
worst with
problem.
that,
Yeah.
man. Like especially
Oh, they were horrible.
like downtown LA, like Highland Park. I remember places where like you literally couldn't go inside without the vax card.
Yeah.
You couldn't go.
I had to have one to go. I did a show at Sirius. Super grateful to do it. It was really a good experience. But yeah, I didn't really like this was when we first moved to New Jersey, and to go into New York and kind of go anywhere, you had to show the vax card.
Yeah, no, it was fucked up.
Ooh,
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. Jordan Peterson got the fucking vax card to go around fucking New
Yeah.
York. Like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah,
had
because
to
you
fucking
just
get the
had
vax
to. Otherwise,
card.
you couldn't go anywhere or do anything.
But
You couldn't. It was fucking like it was like fucking juice.
well, it was almost like gun to the head,
shit.
right? It was like
Yes.
you couldn't go shopping, you couldn't do
Yeah.
anything unless you fucking had that fucking
Businesses,
vax
if you
card.
wanted to
So,
if you wanted to keep your yoga business open,
yeah.
you had to fucking follow the rules.
Yeah, it was such a bummer that whole time. And like, I give a little bit of a pass to some people in the beginning
A little bit.
because
yeah, a little
nobody
bit.
knew what the fuck was going on. It was confusing. It was scary. I was scared at first.
And you
I
want
was
to
like,
keep your business open.
yeah,
Where people are like, they're saying they're going to close your business.
like, I get it.
But you know what made me the most mad? I used to go to dancing at the gay club out here in Colorado with my fucking tranny crushes or friends. And they were the first ones to be like, oh, you need to have a fucking vax pass to come in or a test. But they didn't ask you to have the fucking monkey vax shit.
my
And all these
God,
fucking people there
yeah.
were getting the monkey vax.
I know.
And I'm the healthiest person in the world. We're like, if I feel sick from a cold, I'm not gonna go out anyways. You know, and the fucking gay club like discriminated against me, and that pissed me the fuck off.
There
because
were
I was
places in
fucking-
LA. There were bars that literally it was like fucking like 1920 Chicago where like there were places in LA where like it was literally a speakeasy and you had to give a password to get in because you know these were places where you didn't need a vax card, but you needed like a password,
vax
right?
card.
So
How did the gay fucking club want a vax? Like that's not gay. Like it was so it pissed me.
no,
the
but
fuck
that's how
off, man.
crazy people were like during that time, though,
They
right?
fell for it. They were the first people to fucking fall for that shit.
Mhm. I know, it's true. I'm glad we're out of that, but it's definitely, I don't know. I'm not sure things have gotten any better. They're
We're
just
still
bad
with
in
those
different
people.
ways.
We're still with those
I
people.
know.
We're still with those
Well,
got-
what was weird to me is when I still see people in their cars by themselves
With masks on?
wearing a fucking mask. Like,
That makes me laugh every time. I'm like, you
what
better
are
have
you
cancer or
doing?
We're
something.
still at the grocery store here in Colorado. In grocery store here in Colorado, though, all these older white liberal women will still be wearing their masks and shit. And I'm like,
Right. In the car by
I
them
thought when
fucking
you wore your
selves.
mask,
Like,
it meant you were sick. They said it was when you meant you were sick. That's what you had to wear the mask. Remember that back then? They said when you might be sick, so you have to wear the mask. So I'm like, are you guys sick?
well,
You
what's
know
funny
what I'm
is like
Like-
I've had COVID twice, and
Me too.
I didn't
We've all had it, probably.
I didn't get it until I got the vax.
Interesting.
Like up until then, I was
Ah.
fine. But then I got the vax because they and this was like during the time where they were like kind of
For work, probably for
well,
work.
they were
and
threatening
shit.
people, saying like, you know, you won't be able to get a job, or you know,
Yes.
your job will
Can't
fire
keep
you.
your
if you
job.
don't get
Yes,
the vax.
That's
Roger
what they
said that.
did.
So gun ahead, I got the fucking vax.
No, I got
And
the first shot too,
yeah.
but I didn't get any boosters after that. It was
Oh, I didn't either.
no, it was one of those things where I got it
But you got
because
sick.
I felt like
But you
I
got
had
sick,
to.
Verba.
And then afterwards, I regretted it, and I was bummed about it, and I didn't get any of the boosters. But it also
I'm
made
glad
me sick
though. I'm
too.
glad you felt that. Like we shouldn't be socially pressured into that kind of shit.
But we
No,
We
were,
shouldn't be
you
with
know.
social pressure.
Yeah, especially for something that we
I
found
never
out
even got a
later.
fucking test, motherfuckers. I've never even got a fucking
Nice.
test. I never was like, but I didn't have
No,
a
we
job. I
were
didn't have to
very
work,
much
so it's
pressured to
different.
do it. Like it was
Very much pressured. Very much.
And I know
pressured.
friends who had their fathers were totally healthy, and then they got a booster, and then they
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you know
those
what I
fucking
mean? Like,
vaccines,
know.
like every
Make me
day,
nervous.
I literally regret like ever getting that shot.
And I'm not anti-vax either, not at all.
But they
Not a little
pressured
bit.
you.
I think
But they
vaccines are
pressured you
important.
into it.
It was just that one in particular was. I think that it was rushed
Yeah,
out.
we're
and
not
we didn't
saying
know enough about it.
we're not
It was
saying
like a
not to
flu
get the
shot.
measles fucking
Get
vaccine or the
measles, get your
fucking
mumps, measles,
Right.
rubella.
polio and shit.
Yeah,
I
do
mean,
that.
Although it has made me question all that stuff too.
that's true. It has made me
too.
question that too.
But the flu vaccine and the
I'm not
it had-
taking a flu
like
vaccine.
I
Yeah, we're
saw
not
that-
saying
I had a
all
34
vaccines are
I had a
bad. We're just
34-year-old
saying
friend.
Yeah.
I had a 34-year-old friend who got like some crazy thing and died of cancer.
Ooh.
And he was totally healthy. You know, like there was this shit that happened. When you give all these people this shit, there's going to be statistically things that happen, you know, and they pressured us all. They pressured us all into it. And if you had a family and you had to feed and go to work and have the vaccine, of course you're going to take the fucking vaccine so you can feed your fucking family.
Mhm.
You know, like it was.
Yeah, it was
It was
that was
wild.
a bummer. That was a bad time.
We've been through-
This has been a good time.
I don't,
And
and I
I'm
don't
getting
judge
my
anyone.
happy-ass
Like I don't
bed.
judge anyone.
No, me neither. Look, we all did what we thought we had to do, you know, and it is what it is, and I totally get
Yeah.
it. But yeah, this has been an awesome time. Verbal, I see you yawning. I am like, this has been such a week. I'm getting my happy ass to bed, but you guys are so incredible. This has been so much fun. Thank you so much for
this is a
doing
great
this.
time.
This was a good. We gave some great advice to the internet. You guys, where can everybody find you? Forest Mommy, where can people find you so that they can go follow you?
The best place is X or Twitter, Forest Mommy on there. And then I used to stream. I'll stream again one day, but X on Twitter is the best place.
Perfect, guys. Go follow Forest Mommy. She's awesome. She deserves all of your support. She is so cool, so
Yes.
fun, and
hot.
and
Very
hot and super hot. Like, let's
Thank
go.
you.
Verbal Riot, where can everybody find you?
Guys, find me at Verbal Riot on YouTube, Rumble, and X. You can also find me on Flashcast on Saturday nights. You can find me with Nina Infinity on Wednesdays, and especially on Film Threat Versus on Monday nights. So you can find me all over YouTube.
Everywhere. Yeah. Go
Everywhere.
follow
I'm
Verbal
everywhere.
Riot. Everywhere. And no one's mad about it. Go find him everywhere. You guys, this has been so awesome. And also importantly to you, beautiful, wonderful heathens, thank you so much for all the support. You guys are it's always so overwhelming. And I thank you so much. Blood of Heroes with just an insane amount of gifted heathens again tonight. Remy, K-Max, John Roberts, Billy, Kyle, Saw, Ravenclaw, Saw, RJP, Franklin, and Backhand. Thank you all so very much for all of the support and for getting to bikini 350. I feel like on the snack stream we should do a little celebration. But until then, I will see you guys on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern for snacks. And Zia.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
me.
Thank you for
Had a
coming.
great time.
Seriously, this was awesome. I feel like I
Anytime.
have to
I will look at you being hot and talking cool shit anytime.
anytime. I feel the same way about you.
Yeah, and I get to spend my Friday nights with two hot women. So I mean, come on.
Yay! And we got to hang out with like
Being in Colorado,
coolest guy.
especially.
Right?
bye everybody. Good night.
See you guys.